dude. Careful.
Did you forget?
Realist Podcast. Welcome to You Are Here Podcast. This is episode 129 of the You Are Here Podcast. You know where to find a podcast: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube with video, Anchor.fm, www.youareherepodcast.com. We cannot afford the M. Hey, welcome home. Welcome back. Back in the studio. We have a beautiful guest today, but I want to shout out right now the official sponsor of the You Are Here Podcast, Formosa Hot Sauce. FormosaSauce.com. Hey, traditional recipe. Rustic. Hey, you have a gluten allergy?
Dude, I can't eat it.
Are you vegan?
Yes.
It's everything. Gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, everything, man. And I'm telling you, the flavor is where it's at. I got myself a bottle of the roasted red pepper sauce, and I need another bottle.
Dude,
that's
Chipotle.
all I'm saying.
I'm saying it.
I know you kept saying the Chipotle, but any of the flavors, I'm telling you, this is a family recipe. Big friend of the podcast. And honestly, just go get yourself some. Try it yourself. I'm not going to back something if I don't believe in it. That's the You Are Here Podcast way.
That's it.
Hey, I'm not even gonna front. I've had this before.
Boom. Let's go.
I've had this before,
The guest
and
endorses
it's good.
it.
The guest endorses it. I had it like
That's how
maybe
you know.
5 years ago, and it's great. It's really good.
Come on.
Give it a shot.
www.formosasauce.com. Go get yourself some.
Go get some.
Hey, we're
Dude.
back in the studio, man.
We're back in this
And we got Lance Barrett.
Lance Barrett is in the building,
Come
ladies
on.
and gentlemen.
Come on.
Welcome back, buddy.
What's good, fellas?
Welcome back to the
Damn.
show.
Thank
How you
for
been,
having
man?
me, I'm good.
Nothing changed. Things the same. More.
Shit, man. Nah, man.
I don't want to hit you with a general thing like that.
Nah. Nothing's never the same,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't like that. You know, like I used to say, like, when someone's like, "Yo, how you doing, man?" You know, just maintaining. And I was watching an interview with Cameron, and he said that he didn't like that because that means you're not doing anything. And as soon as he said that shit, I was like, yeah, I'm not saying that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so nah, man, just doing something and always making moves in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dude, I got to visit Texas,
Yes.
Lance's home state.
Yeah.
Safe to say, right?
I listen, man. It's so weird. I don't identify with one place.
Wow.
Texas is home. Texas
Okay.
is one of my
Okay.
homes,
Okay.
but I don't identify. Like, I was born in Virginia, but I've lived in multiple states.
Okay.
Lived in Jersey for a long time. Lived in Texas.
How
Part of me is
long
Brooklyn.
were you in there in Texas?
In Texas, man, like if you add it, I did a lot of back and forth. So
Okay.
if you add it up, it's gotta be 10 years, around 10 years, ballpark 10 years. So yeah,
What part
like,
of your life?
it's a solid part of my
Yeah,
life, but it's so hard because like I was born in Virginia, parents split up, one went one place, one went another, and then my ass can't stay still nowhere. So
Back
I
and
just
forth,
keep going
back
back
and
and forth,
forth.
back and
Yeah,
forth
damn.
everywhere, you know? So it's just like, when people ask me that, you know what I'm saying? Like like if the vibe is going with Texas, I'll just say Texas,
Ride with Texas.
just to keep it going.
Yeah.
If it's Jersey, if it's Brooklyn, like that's just really how it is with me,
Yeah.
because I feel like I am a part of all these places because of the relationships and all the wild shit that's happened in those places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
where were you from when you lived in Texas? What town about?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
let's
So
go.
Corpus Christi is that's where Selena was from. It's South Padre. So like remember MTV Spring Break?
Yes.
That's Corpus Christi.
Oh, shit.
When motherfuckers was going crazy, girls going
Yeah,
wild,
man.
that shit.
Hey, Mike.
That's it.
Whoa. Hey.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember.
Relax, dude. Relax, bro.
Listen, we all remember.
What was that wink?
Yeah, what was that
did
wink?
Go to Corpus Christi. You'll find out.
Corpus Christi. You got all winky, dude.
Corpus is where it's at, man. But all
Is
the
that
all
what
the
part of
places,
Texas is that? Because I learned
South. Like it's
Okay.
under San Antonio.
Okay.
So so I lived in Corpus Christi for a good amount of time, and I also lived in a place called Brownsville. Brownsville is like literally on the border of Texas and Mexico.
Oh,
dang.
Lived there for a little while too.
you ever
know,
venture over? You ever dip your toes in the?
when my mom was when I was a baby,
Uh-huh.
I was literally a newborn. My mom went to Mexico with her family, and she tried to come back with me. She didn't have my birth certificate. They thought that she was stealing a little Mexican
no.
baby.
God.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, they got you for sure.
Yeah, look at complexion. Yeah, easy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they gave her some shit for it. I've been to Mexico like maybe once or twice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nothing too too crazy.
I can't get over that. They profiled a baby.
Yeah, for real. They really fucking did. They really fucking did. Man, the shit is real.
Dude, how about
some
the
white
culture,
people don't
though?
think it is, but that shit is real.
Dude, how about the culture though? You got the Mexican culture and the Texas culture blended up.
Yeah.
I had Tex-Mex, real Tex-Mex for the first time. My mind spun around, bro.
Damn.
It's good, right?
Freaking out. I had real fucking Texas barbecue
Mm-hmm.
and
I
Tex-Mex.
didn't even ask you about that.
Bro.
It's the shit.
Don't
Silly.
do it.
It's
Don't do
silly.
It. Don't do it.
It's
the shit.
silly.
Did you try Whataburger? I know
I
you
did.
You did?
No.
Yes, sir.
So where do you place Whataburger?
I gotta say this.
Okay.
I gotta say this.
Oh,
This is a big
shit.
statement. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let me
keep it
hear it.
real. I'm gonna keep it real.
You might have to edit this out.
Yeah, this one.
So I compared it to this because they
Okay.
were both in Texas. I didn't know this.
Okay.
In-N-Out is in Texas.
Yeah, there's like
Bro.
some, but Whataburger is the staple.
So hold up.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. I thought when I went to California, I was like, oh, people are going nuts. You gotta try In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I tried it. I was like, oh, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Not even close to
What?
Whataburger.
Really? Good.
Not even.
That's what I like to hear.
close, bro.
Yo, listen, Whataburger,
It's
like I never had
fresh.
In-N-Out. Yeah, it's so fresh.
Oh,
And I'm an onion guy.
Oh,
I
they
fuck
kill
with
it.
onions.
They kill it. With
Listen.
That's the
I
thing?
do raw onions.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
even do.
same.
Yeah.
Look at this is why we
Same.
fuck with each other. This is why we fuck with
Raw
each
onion
other.
gang.
Yo, because
go.
people look at me like,
No.
doing like, nah, I don't want that shit if it's cooked.
No,
Give me
no,
fucking
no,
raw
no.
onions. That's
The
what I
wet
want.
onions.
Yeah,
Dude, I'll take both ways.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
I mean, if
You're
I
out.
got to,
Yeah,
I'll take that
no,
loss.
the fresh onion is the way, though.
Yep. Psst, man,
Mhm.
listen. People be looking
Bro,
at me crazy.
But they serve you. It's everywhere I went in Texas.
Mhm.
Everywhere to every place.
Mhm.
The most food, drink, whatever. All of it. Give them all of it. It's like the biggest servings, dude.
Yeah, they have
Things are
big
bigger in
servings.
Texas.
It's
not
like
even a joke.
it's like Italians. You know, like
Yeah,
when you go
yeah.
to like an Italian place and it has man. It's
I was
real.
up north though. I was up north, like Valley View.
We're Adamant. Adam's
yeah.
like Fort Worth, like at
Fort
the top,
Worth,
like Dallas, and all that.
Yeah, we went to
yeah.
Dealey Plaza. I saw where JFK got shot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The X's on the street and the
Wow,
dude,
they have X's where it was at.
where the bullets. hit.
Wow,
That's kind of wild.
that is wild.
I got goosebumps. My skin went cold. It was like 104 degrees.
Wow,
My skin was fucking ice cold.
that's wild.
It was weird, man. And you see the box where Lee Harvey Oswald was up on the thing shooting.
Yeah.
You see the angle.
Oh my god,
It's crazy, man.
Like, so is that like, were there like a lot of people around? Like
lot of people.
Tourists? Like,
yeah, there
it's a
was
tourist attraction.
Yeah, but people are driving through it. Adam, oh, dude, listen to
People
this.
taking
They don't-
selfies
they don't-
with it, dog.
They
Bro,
should
listen to
block that
this.
shit off.
So we're all bugging out. We're
Yeah.
like, this is weird. It's a weird, chilling place because it's
Yeah.
like a part of history. So many
Yeah.
lives changed because of one event. Like
Yeah.
one psycho went up on the
Mhm.
thing, shot the president. But after we're in the car
Mhm.
and we're pulling out, and I'm like, and we're thinking about like, how crazy is this? Like we just walked through this place,
Yeah.
and Adam's like, yeah, man, it's just crazy. He turns onto the street and he's crossing over the first X and he's changing lanes. And he's getting into where the next X is, and he's not even thinking about. We're following the path.
Oh shit.
And I said, Adam, what are you doing? And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he was rolling like that, the speed about, which was like, I don't know what.
So it felt like some weird type
So
of deja
I'm
vu.
Jackie.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
Jackie. Like Lena's JFK. Adam's driving the car. I'm like, I'm looking back at the fucking depository. I'm like, dude, this is nuts.
What if you saw somebody in the window?
Dude,
You just saw a shadow.
I'm sweating now, bro. It was. I'll never forget that. But I
That's
was
so
like,
crazy.
dog, why are you driving on this? we didn't realize it.
Yo,
until
I never really even.
it's a road. They just drive. You
Yeah.
just drive on it.
I would have never
Yeah.
even thought of that being like an attraction of some sort.
Dude, it's a tourist
Yeah.
attraction.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like the only thing that I can really think of comparing that to is like the 9/11 museum.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
some sad shit that's just very, very memorable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, have y'all ever went there before?
I've never been.
Yeah.
Hey,
I drive past it all the
This
time.
shit is sad.
Yeah, I can't go there.
That
It's
shit is
terrible.
sad, yo.
You went?
Like, yeah, I went with my brother. The one
Oh,
that I was
took
telling
him?
you about that was
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
up. He's like, he lived in Texas longer than me,
Uh-huh.
and because he wasn't going back and forth, we had different dads.
Yeah.
And my mom is from New York, so he had like a weird obsession with New York. Like, so when he came out here, like
was
he
psyched.
already knew the subway system.
Yeah.
Like my brother was like a
Wow.
geek for New York. He's like one of those kind of nerds. Like we went to
Yeah.
Central Park for the first time, and he geeked out. But not this time, but the time before. We came here for a quick second. He's like, I gotta go to the World Trade Center. I was like, I don't want to go there, but
Yeah.
all right, if you want to go,
Yeah,
that shit
yeah,
is sad,
yeah,
man. And that's
yeah.
what it kind of reminds you of.
Yeah.
Like, that JFK shit is sad. You
It's
know what
really
I'm saying? It's
sad,
sad, but like it's probably that World Trade shit is a lot sadder. Like everybody's in there crying, teary eyed, like it's like damn, like I need to get out of this vibe right here. Like, it's like shit, man.
It makes you check in again. It makes you like think
it
about
does.
things.
It makes you check it because you never know,
dude.
Nobody knew.
That's
what
what I was thinking leaving, bro. That's what I was thinking leaving. I was like, homie had no idea
to go where.
Just leaving that site, just leaving Dealey Plaza when we were walking back to the car. I was like, it's weird how your life can just fucking boop be done.
Any moment, man. Any moment.
And you would have no idea. You have no clue.
No.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It always blows my mind with the World Trade and everything because like it's right there.
You're at work. You have no
literally
idea.
look at it.
Yeah. We used to see it all the time. Yeah, man. I don't know.
It's nutty. But
it made me think.
Yeah, it makes you like cherish
what you do have when you have
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, and then when you go, and then that's it. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gonna happen. People think they know what's gonna happen, but I don't know.
No one knows. No one knows.
There ain't no
bro.
blueprint.
No one knows.
Damn.
We just took it. We took a
we
little
went dark,
turn here,
dude.
bro.
No,
But that's
I
all
mean,
right. That's the pod, bro.
I mean, shit. That
you are your
ain't dark.
pod. It's your
I've been in
pod.
some real
It's
awkward
life.
moments. That ain't shit. That ain't shit.
It gets real. We'll get awkward. We'll get more awkward.
I like it. I like that shit though. Like Curb Your Enthusiasm. When you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm and how they're in those moments, I like that shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
I lean into that kind of.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Like in my films,
That's
I do that.
that's what I'm saying. So let's talk about it. Films are coming out left and right during quarantine, man.
Nah,
you made one during the quarantine.
Made one.
Is that right?
During the quarantine.
How was that process of making a short film during a quarantine?
Bro, it was so like every film is different.
Yeah.
There were so many different kinds of hurdles that I had to go through with this shit. Yeah. Like
it's called The Right Path. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it right now on Lance's YouTube page,
Lance
which we'll link up down below in the description below.
Check it out, y'all. It's a very relatable thing. Even if you're not necessarily in my shoes, if you watch it, you can definitely relate to it.
I can't wait to talk about it.
But as far as the process of making this goes, it was so fucking crazy. So first of all, I had the idea way before I even decided to shoot it.
Okay.
I had the idea. I didn't know, like, I was putting it together, but I didn't know how I wanted it to be. And I was talking to somebody about like having a conversation with yourself, and someone was like, "Yo, you should watch this thing with the Hollywood Reporter, Michael K. Williams. He made it. He did something like what you're talking about right now." And I watched it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is what I need to do, but I need to do it my way and talk about the shit that I want to talk about." And he did one, and Jeffrey Wright did one.
I saw that.
Fucking fire.
Yeah.
So I saw those, and I was like, damn, like I don't want to bite, but I want to be true to myself. And it's not necessarily biting because I didn't know about this shit anyway.
Right.
So once I saw it, I was like, that's the next thing. And so I decided that I was going to do it. I pretty much had the script already ready, but once I found that information out, COVID had just started kicking in. So, I'm trying to pull people, and some people were falling out. Some people were steady in. Like Ariel, I sent it to Ariel, and Ariel was just like, he was down for it. Shout out to Ariel Pacheco, my brother.
Yes, sir.
As soon as I sent him the script, he was like, "Yo, you got something here, so let's go ahead and do it." And pretty much, we get to the shoot date, the day before the shoot date, and I'm setting everything up. And when you're making a film, you're trying to, especially with me, because I don't really have a lot of help. I do a lot of the grind myself. I don't really have people fucking helping me.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that that everything is good. I get COVID the day before my shot. I get COVID. Like it was so weird. Like I was getting everything ready. I was setting everything up, right? And then like 12 o'clock came around, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm just feeling real tired right now. I'm gonna take a nap. Like I got this film I'm doing tomorrow. Let me just take a nap. My body's telling me to take a nap." I woke up with like 108 temperature. 108.
You have a stroke, though.
That's timing,
it just
bro.
fucking hit. It just hit. But you know what? I think it was a combination of me coming across somebody that had gotten COVID and the stress that I was putting on myself.
Dude, I can't think about together.
The stress, and it just
your immunities are way down.
It just smashed. It just it was like fuck. Yeah. So I had to literally cancel, and I was messaging Ariel, and I was like, "Yo, man, like I don't know if I have COVID because I haven't gotten tested yet, but I'm at 108 and I don't want these people, I don't want anybody coming over if I possibly have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So like that was a fucking bummer for me. Like I was like, you're down on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things you just beat yourself over it. Even though there's nothing that you can do. Life is life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had my team together and some people ended up dropping out because of it. Well, one or two people ended up dropping out just because of the timing of everything and they couldn't reschedule it. So I had to reshoot it 2 or 3 months later.
Wow.
2 months later. And I mean, it came out good. I mean, it had its hurdles the day of the shoot. We shot it in 7 hours.
Are you kidding
I was supposed
me?
to have my sound guy for
Wait
10.
a second, bro.
Shot it in 7 and 8 hours.
Because you're playing.
I'm playing five different people. 5 different people.
Talking to each other.
Yep.
So how would you shoot that? What
There's a lot of different ways. I didn't know how to do it at first, but I started doing my homework, and shout out to my editor. He's Alvin Harvey. Solid dude. He's a part of my team now. Whenever I make some shit, he's my go-to editor for it. It was a lot of building with him. He was in it from the jump as well. Like he didn't pull out, and it just became a lot of conversations of us being in my living room because I had the vision.
Yeah,
I was like, my living room can do this, and it was just literally about okay. Lance 1 is going to sit right here. Lance 2 is going to be right here. 3, 4, 5 are all going to be in these places. They cannot cross paths.
Okay.
How do we make them not cross paths?
Yeah.
And that's building with my boy Al and figuring it out. But also working with my boy Jared Hilliard, which is another dude that's on my team, shot everything that I've ever shot, and Ariel, having these conversations about like having a lot of Zoom meetings about like let's get the kinks out now because once we shoot.
Yeah.
Where there ain't no U-turn after we shoot.
Yep.
But the thing is that leading all the way up to that, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a sound dude for 10 fucking hours. This guy hits me up 3 days before the shoot saying, "Hey, I forgot. I got to go to California the next day." And that was fucking daylight savings. So I even lose another hour on top of that shit. So it was literally one of those things where it was like, all right, let's go. And Ariel made the right move. I chose Ariel to do this because I want to get out of the thing of me doing everything.
Yes.
I'm so
That's
for
huge,
that.
dude.
I'm so
Because
for
in
that.
all of my films, I act, write, and I direct.
Yeah.
And those are a lot of different hats to switch on and off. And I
sir.
can't focus on it.
Yes, sir.
So I trust Ariel as an actor and a filmmaker to just give him that.
Yeah.
And that was and at some points it was hard for me just because like I know my shit and I know how I want my shit and I know I can make my shit how I want to make my shit. So to give him that was not a challenge, but it was definitely something that I internally dealt with a little bit because it's my shit. This is my baby.
It's your baby.
It's my baby.
Yeah.
So going back to what was so good with Ariel was like, okay, we only have 7 hours. Let's just make the story. Let's just get through it with making the story. So I literally did each Lance 3 or 4 times at the most. Wow. Lance 1 got the most. Lance 1 got, we ran through Lance 4 like maybe 4 or 5 times. Lance 2 got ran through like 3 or 4 times. Lance 3 times or 4 times. Like we had to just keep going. And and it was each time like I would just run through the lines. He would read the other Lances and we just cropped it.
So you're talking to Ariel in these setups.
So that's how we decided to do it. So we decided to do it, because the camera's on me.
Yeah.
It's not going to see him.
No, you're catching your reaction, genuine reaction.
He's
to Ariel.
catching my genuine reaction. So each time I just have to be in the moment with Ariel.
So you're doing,
while doing what he's doing, and just make sure that the eye contact was right. My fault. The eye contact was right because like the eye lines are important. Like if the eye lines are off, it's gonna be horrible.
Especially in something like that where it's for people that are you.
It's
for anyone in the room, you need to know where
you need to know where the eye contact is, and you can see.
Funny.
You can see like if someone's like like off.
Our
like,
mind.
I didn't even think about it. So you definitely
we had to. We had so many Skype sessions about like you know, like normally with all of my films, I shoot all of my shit in one day. Normally it's one day.
Yeah.
And so like I'm really big on getting everybody on the same page before the shoot. So we don't have no bullshit going on. I don't want no arguing. I don't want no resentment. I want everybody to put all their shit out on the table. And there was no resentment or anything or no argument or anything, but everybody was on the same page. And everybody knew their role. Everybody knew what they needed to do. Even the people that I didn't even name. I had maybe 3 or 4 other people on set. So it was a total of like 8 of us. Shout out to the other people that were on there. Sev Chanel, Taryn Lindsay, Sean Palmer, Nigel Barksdale. And then it was the other people that I named before, Jared, Al, and Ariel. I want to say that's everybody. And my wife and my kids, they were in the film as well.
Shout outs to them.
But yeah, everybody came and played their role. But I like making sure whenever I'm making a film, you know your role, and I'm giving you that position because I know that you can do what I'm asking for you to do. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? And also one other thing that I like to do with all of my films, I don't know if I said this the last time I was here, but I like having people that have never been on a film set before.
Oh, I don't think you did say that.
I don't think I did.
Why is that?
It's just to expose them to it. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. That's
just to expose them to it. And even I've noticed that even dealing with actors or even people behind the camera, they're just easier to fucking deal with because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't gotta fucking argue with you about this shit. Yeah, just like this is what I want you to do. Yeah, and do it, and they do it. They just do it. So that's what I like. That I like that. But it's 2 birds, 1 stone because you know, as an actor or doing a podcast and making a film, they're like, oh, I never done that before. I want to try it. Yeah, hit me up. I got you.
There we go. They'll be more down and be like, oh, I'm going to be in something. Make time for it.
Yo, every time. So with this film, my editor has never been on an actual film set before. Nigel was never on an actual film set. Sean was never on a film. So I had 3 people that were helping that have never stepped foot on a thing, and everybody else was more seasoned. So like that's with my teams when I pick people for my shit, like I make sure like I
think that definitely helped, especially for like editor and sound design. Like I'm sure it doesn't really like in most like sets probably they don't have like them come on. But I think it help a lot. With just to like understand more of like the vibe, the feeling, and everything. Man.
It's a vibe, and you're like there's a level. And the thing is that I was fine with having 3 people that had never been on there before because I trusted Ariel, that was definitely seasoned. I trusted my boy Jared. Really them 2. Like I've worked with them many times, and they understand the value of time. And time is something that we definitely didn't fucking have. But
it's 7 hours.
They believe in my vision, and they want to make good shit. So that's really the only 2 things that I need. You know what I'm saying? That like everything else we'll figure out as we go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but yeah, man, it's like 7 hours, man. I wish we would have had more time to play with it, just to see the other takes and see what other things would have came. But that film was literally made with just bones, bro. Just bones, not a lot of playroom. It was like, all right.
It's cool that you can make something with just bones and like put it out.
Yeah, and you know what? No one would know unless I said it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like some people would think like, yo, like how long did it take you? And then I'd say 7 hours. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it looks like 15 hours or some shit, like somebody that knows film and understands like the process of making this kind of shit. Nah, man, I've always been the type of person in all of my films to work with what I have, and that's it. I'm not gonna wallow in it. Remember The Wrong Ones?
Yes.
Do you remember the fucked up thing that happened with that? Did you ever hear about that problem?
No.
So Christian was supposed to be in the film. Christian was supposed to be in The Wrong Ones. The story for The Wrong Ones was supposed to be this completely different story. But in the middle of like the day of the shoot, Christian broke his hand. He broke his fucking hand where he was at. That. He broke his hand. He fucked around and opened up like a backyard sliding door. He got his fucking hand stuck in between the 2 doors the day of my shoot. And he played a very important part in my film. And because like we already started shooting because
Everyone's
he was
there
coming.
already.
Everybody's there.
You're already
my
doing
He
it.
calls me and he's like he can't even get the words out. He's like, oh fuck, man, I broke my fucking hand. I went out for a cigarette. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm like, bro, don't fucking drive, bro. Like it's fine. I was broken for like 10 minutes. I was like, yo, I need to go outside real quick, and I literally was like,
What am I gonna do?
what am I gonna do? And then Adam was there. Shout outs to Adam, man. Adam definitely helped me get through it. He was just like, we gotta figure it out. And I was already on that mindset, but since it wasn't his film, he wasn't feeling it like how I was feeling it. And he definitely reeled me in. But like that's something we literally just tried to make with what we had.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We made with what we had. So we were
You have to. Yeah.
What else you got, man?
Or you're not doing anything.
What else
you're
you
just
got?
putting it away. There's the two choices you have. You can adapt.
Yeah, it's either either I give up and I wasted all this money and I got all these people. It took months for me to align everybody's schedules to get here.
Yeah. That's impossible too. That's so hard.
I'm not doing this shit again. So like we're gonna do something right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's just what it is. What were you gonna say, Mike?
I wanted to ask you actually. So this is interesting because we had a Jordan on 2 podcasts.
Jordan's the homie. Jordan
man.
Is a cinematographer on all the stuff we do.
Oh, nice.
So you were saying how, I mean, we all kind of, I think, feel like, we all like to do a lot of roles on the set.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick one role that you want to stick with,
it changes, man.
That's a great
one
question.
role that
As
you
I get
gotta pick
older,
right now.
As I get older, it changes. When
you
I started off, I wanted to just act.
Uh-huh.
And I still do want to act, but I think what will end up being my strongest thing is directing. I think that might be my strongest thing.
Yeah,
it might be. It depends, bro. It really fucking depends. Like it's such a hard question because even when I said that, I was like, nah, bro. Like acting is it. And then another part's like, nah. Like I have like stories for days. Like if you look at my phone is like in my note section.
Yeah, I do the same.
Bro,
Yeah,
I got so
everything.
many. I have so many. I have voice memos. Like, all right, now I can't even type this because if I type this isn't going to make any sense. So, this is what this is. So it's just like, it's really hard. Like if you ask me that same thing tomorrow, today I would probably say directing, but tomorrow I'd probably say writing. And then the day after I'd say acting. It's so fucking hard. And normally I'm good about shit like that.
Yeah.
Normally I'm good about like, choosing,
Yeah.
but with this because it's so close to home and I care so
things
much.
You love, man, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. But I right now directing because I in all of my films I know my vision. I know my vision. I know what it is, and I know I can see it. When I'm ready to make a film, I know exactly how I want it to be, and I'm fine with it not being exactly what it is. I'm fine with meeting in the middle as long as I'm able to get my message across and I'm getting a good amount of the things that are in my vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like like I had to have the picture in the right path when I give the picture and you see like this fucking skinny version of me with the six pack and I'm talking about how fat I am, a sad ass bowl of oatmeal. I was like, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. Like that's something that and it has to hit right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. Like
so you
shit
have
like
certain
that.
things. You're like, I need this in there.
Yeah, I wrote it in there for a reason.
Yeah, it's
There's
gotta be there,
everything like the dialogue. It's everything is important.
Yeah.
Everything is fucking important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like that was important for me because I like making things that are funny.
Okay.
And that's, in my opinion, that was like the funniest moment. Like if you pay attention and if you look back at it, it's like the build up to it, what I'm saying, the contrast on that picture to how I look now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a build up of comedy, and I think that's my best genre. If I had to choose a genre,
Comedy.
it would be comedy.
Okay.
And that's something big
I
for
think
me.
your film touched on, it's in the title, The Right Path, but I wanted to ask you personally. Like, because it made me start thinking. Because this comes up in me sometimes too.
I think it comes up in everybody. You're full of yourself.
I felt the shit on a whole level.
So
you're full of yourself, especially if you're after the age of 23, 23 to 25. if you say after that, you've never had the question in yourself, like, did I do the right thing?
Yeah,
Was I supposed to do that? Or should I have done this instead? You're full of shit. You're fucking lying to yourself. Go see therapy. Go to therapy because you're lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what were you going to say?
I'm in therapy now, dog. I need it.
Listen, I need therapy. My wife has been trying to talk me to get into therapy for the longest, and I've been bullshitting it because I've been acting like I can fix it on my own. But I need therapy too.
Get to my age, bro. You'll be in there too when you hit 31.
No, I'm probably gonna go in like a month. I'll be there in like a month for real.
But for real, the film. I mean, like it took you so much to get 7 hours with just a certain amount of people in a room to shoot this story because it's important to you.
Yes.
And you think that what it did was it woke us up to the same question that we asked ourselves. Just is this the right fucking path?
Yeah.
What was that for you, man? Like, do you still struggle with that? Is that something that's on your mind recently, or is that something you've kind of put to bed with the film? And
well, I mean, part of it definitely put to bed with the film. Definitely. I think there are moments where it does come up, but an overall answer. I mean, we're humans, and we also live moment to moment. So what ends up happening is like you'll have that feeling in that moment because you're living in that moment, and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have fucking did that shit. I should have did that in that moment. But if I had to say overall, I definitely made the right choice. I definitely made the right choice. This is definitely the right path. And, everybody's path is different. You know what I'm saying? When you see other people doing things and you see like, I mean, I feel like everybody has this. You compare yourself to other people, which we shouldn't. We should never compare ourselves to other people. But what ends up happening is that when we compare ourselves, we start to lose what we're supposed to be doing because like this person, I know I'm better than that person. Why are they getting all that? You know what I'm saying? Why are they able to get the things that I want or doing the things that I want? I don't know about you, but I've had that thought before. You know what I'm saying? Why? Like I feel like I'm more talented to them, and not to say that person isn't talented at all, but like that feeling inside of yourself.
You're living with you all the time. You got your back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I forgot what the answer. Overall, yes, I do feel like I made the right path because this journey feels right. I go by a thing that's I always talk about like whatever the shit is next to your heart, they call it the soul. You don't really see it or you don't know exactly where it is. But there's this thing, either it's my heart or something next to my heart. And that shit guides me to wherever I go in life. And every single time that it tells me, yo, you need to get out of here because some wild shit's about to happen, or yo, you need to go talk to this person, or yo, like for whatever reason, I might not even know what's going to happen next. That's how I met my editor for this film. I saw him at fucking Firestone. I heard him talking about editing, and I was like, yo, I need an editor. And this dude is talking about editing on the phone, and he edits weddings. He does editing for weddings. But I just heard him talking. I heard him talking editing talk, and there goes that shit inside of me. And I didn't even know that I was going to even make the right path. But I went up to him and was like, yo, what's up, man? My name is Lance. I make films. Can I just get your information? Because something inside of me, I told him that something inside of me is telling me to talk to you because I hear you talking about editing. Like, are you an editor? And he was like, yeah, I edit weddings, but I want to do film. I want to do film. And I was like, bet, I got you. Hit him up when I was ready, when I had my script ready, and he was 100% down, and we've been 10 toes down. But I always follow that shit. Even if it's wrong, even if it's some fucked up shit, even if it's like I used to fucking steal. Someone be like, yo, you need to steal this shit. You need this.
Oh man.
Give a fuck. That's just, I go by my own drum. I go by my own drum, and I feel what I feel, and I do what I do because I live in this body. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the one that's gonna deal with it, not y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be beating myself up.
Unless
over
you
it.
like got an instinct to just like snuff me right
now. That's never happened. That's never happened. But that shit would be wild.
Can you imagine?
I'd be like, Dave, I'm sorry, man. There was something in my
next
heart.
to my heart, dude.
You get those. You get
no,
that.
I don't.
No,
I
those
don't.
red
You know
zones.
what?
Come on.
You know what though?
If people disrespect, that's a reaction.
Yeah, that's a reaction though.
Okay.
But also that shit does come up. Funny little story. The other day I was with my homeboy Jazz. Shout out to Jazz.
Shout out.
One of my first friend when I came to New York. He's actually the godfather. He's Lance's godfather.
Oh wow.
I was kicking it with him. I haven't seen him in a long time, and we're just chilling. And I don't know if you haven't been in the city, but there's like they've been blocking streets off so people can just do like block parties.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like every weekend. Like it seems like I think it's like a thing now that they're gonna just constantly do. And people can do more venues, like have venues outside and shit. So we were just sitting outside drinking, and we saw this homeless dude walking back and forth, right? And you don't mind, you're aware what the fuck something could possibly pop off, but you don't really pay it no mind. And there was like this little dog. You know how like the fucking rich people like those dogs that are genetically not meant to survive, right? But they're fucking cute as shit. And it was just chilling in front of a store. And I'm sitting there talking, and then I happen to look over and I see the homeless person pick the dog up. And the way he picked it up, like it barked, he grabbed this shit, like he heard it. Like he grabbed, like it was so small that when he went to grab it, he was able to wrap his whole hand around its ribs. And then he just grabbed it and just ran. But like
Stole the dog.
I don't know if it was his dog. It didn't look like it was his dog. Nobody came out looking. I was like, yo, is somebody gonna like, but there was a quick moment before he took off when he grabbed the dog and the dog made that bark. I was like, yo, what are you doing? And he was like, what? And I was like, is that your dog? And then he mumbled some shit like how fucking homeless crazy people do, and just kept it moving. And I was like, yo, like I'm looking around to see if like is anybody looking for a dog. Nobody came looking for a dog, but that dog was too fucking clean and too fucking expensive for this fucking homeless person to just be having. I mean, I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but like there was a split moment reaction where I wanted to react and be like, nah, what the fuck are you doing over a dog? Like I'm just like, oh shit, that shit is crazy. But in that moment, I felt I needed to protect something because something was wrong. Something was helpless. So you know what I'm saying? Like that quick reaction time.
Dude, that thing got sold on the black market.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Did I ever tell you the story about the Port Authority homeless guy that came at me? Did I ever tell you that?
No, tell me about it, because I got homeless Port Authority.
Do you have that too?
Same here,
bro. I for one of my films, I want to hear your story.
Yeah, go.
The first film that I made, I think I said this last time. It was a homeless. I was doing a homeless role. So this was before Playhouse West.
I was out there talking to the homeless in New York, being like, "Hey, how's it going?"
I was out there. I was really out there for like 5 or 6 days.
Whoa.
I was out there.
Holy
and I
shit,
stayed,
really?
And I stayed at Penn Station. I stayed at Penn Station for like 2 nights. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah. I got, man. But anyway, let me hear it.
You made some friends?
Man, that shit was, no, I ain't no fucking friend. There was a dude that was following, one night he followed me everywhere. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, if you want to, like, it was so weird.
He's probably looked at you, he looks like a homeless, he knows what he's doing, you know? I gotta follow him.
Yo, he smelled good.
Get some tips.
It was my first night. It was my first night, and homie was fucking following.
Yeah, he's waiting for you to go to sleep.
He was waiting for me to slip. But I kept on moving. I kept on posting up and moving. I don't know if it was a territory thing, because that's the thing too.
Oh, that's true.
Territory is a thing. I might have been in his territory. I might have posted up somewhere when he wasn't looking, or some shit. That I don't know. But like, homie followed me like one whole night, and I was like, yo, if you come close, motherfucker, come close. You're gonna get poked. You're gonna get fucking poked.
Oh, damn it.
So what were you gonna say?
Yeah, and you don't want to poke a homeless. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, but if you're gonna come fucking at me,
no, you have to.
Away from you.
Now this is perfect. This This goes right into the story. I was with Vange. You know Vange. Vange is a friend of the pod.
Shout out to Vange.
So we were at the corner by 41st.
Okay.
And 8th. And we were just talking, we were talking, and I think I was about to go into Port Authority to go get my car, because I used to park it up there in that parking garage. Mm-hmm. And while I'm there talking to her, there's construction.
There's always construction over there. Yeah.
So they left. It was the end of the day, so they left all their shit there, but they blocked off one side of the road completely. So we're in a corner essentially. Like, just picture a corner at the corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I see some guy coming in our periph, like just drifting into the side, and we're talking like this, and he's coming in from here, and he just starts mumbling, and I'm like, "What's up?" Like, I turn and look at him, and he's just like mumbling shit and like looking at us both, and he's mumbling, and I'm like, "Oh, okay," like trying to get around him, you know, I say, hey, sorry, we got to go. Trying to get around him with Vange. So I put Vange kind of like on my shoulder and like trying to like wheel out.
Yeah.
And he just
guide
stops.
it. Yeah, you were trying to guide the situation, but
he cuts it off.
Oh shit. Okay.
And he's, I would say 50, 55 around that area. So I'm confused. I'm like, and I'm starting to get nervous. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I don't know what to do in this situation. So I just say, hey man, you know. And he keeps. I remember this now. He keeps walking closer, and he grabs Vange's jacket and arm, grabs it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I did the thing where I snapped.
Yeah.
And I got in his face, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't back up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
And he's just mumbling.
Yeah,
like I'm not even talking.
Lost.
Just mumbling his shit. Getting closer.
Like he was getting more aggressive?
Getting more aggressive and
shit.
closer.
Okay.
So I push him.
Same
thing, like a zombie. I don't. God bless you, man.
Yeah.
Grabbing, getting in our face. And I'm like, I promise you, one more step, I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, he kind of like drifted a little bit, enough for us to wheel out, and then we were out.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like in my head, like, am I gonna have to hit this guy?
It's tough, man. You got to play it by. You got to play it. I personally feel like you have to play it by a case by case thing, because there are a lot of homeless people are just mentally ill.
Yes,
it's not that they're not like regular people that, you know, like
he
they
wasn't
have
even
things.
listening to me. It was like he couldn't comprehend what I was saying.
Yeah, it's crazy, but funny story to counter off with that. So in that particular situation, regardless, even if you mentally ill, you're not touching me. I'm not letting you touch nobody.
Yeah.
Like, it's not happening. It's not gonna happen. But that sounded like somebody that was just mentally ill.
Yeah.
There was this one time when I was on the train. It has nothing to do with the film. I was on the train and I was just chilling. I was on my way to like the Bronx or something. And I was sitting, and you know how in the back of the train they have the two little seats?
Yes.
I sat there, and a drunk homeless dude sat across from me.
Okay.
He sat across from me, but he was drinking some type of liquor, and he was doing that shit that some men do with male intimidation. Like, he was trying to, like, he was looking at me like he was like macho, right? So I see what he's doing, and I'm fine with it. Like, I like that. That don't do nothing to me. Because I feel like can be prepared at any fucking point in time.
You're 6'4". You're.
I mean, my presence does a lot of work for me, but I've come from a place, and I come from family that, like, if something pops off, I'm not running. You know what I'm saying? I have to run unless if I feel like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
But I'm prepared, and those are the type of people that I've been around. But you see this dude that's trying to, like, he's just doing shit that's like cracking the knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Doing this, and then I see it, and then I see it, like I'm like, I look at him, and I'm like, all right. I just retied up the shoes.
Oh shit!
I retied up the shoes. I retied them up. I had combat. This was around the time when I was wearing my combat boots. Remember when I was in Playhouse?
I don't want to get curb stomped, bro.
So I tied up my shoes. I sat there. I sat back, and I just waited for him to make his move. He started looking around. He started looking everywhere but me. But that's the shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if he was really mentally ill, he would have just kept trying to one up me. Yeah. But he knew. He was like, no, I better fucking stop, because he
get away from that shit.
Yeah, because I would have got his ass between that cart and threw his ass out that cart. Like, that's like,
bro, this is dumped him out.
I don't
tracks,
bro. Like, I don't fuck with nobody.
Yourself.
I don't like. I'm the coolest person in the world.
You are very.
But
cool.
then when I feel like somebody's coming at me or trying to hurt me or my
I'm
family,
the same, dog.
like it's blackout. It's blackout, and I can't promise what's going to happen. Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not me being cool. That's not me. No. That's none of that shit. It's just like, yo, like, I treat everybody with love and respect, and anybody that knows me or has ever had a conversation with me, and they don't ever see it. So when you see it,
it's scary.
It's fucking scary, because that switch don't come off as quick as you got it to turn on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
I struggle with that, dude. And I don't, when I talk about it, I'm not like bragging either, because I think it's personally an unattractive quality. Like, I don't like that about myself. I don't like sharing that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's good to like express it, I think, because
my God, yeah.
When you don't, and someone sees you go through it, they'll be like, you know, what was that? Who are you?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that was you.
I need to do that better. And it's so crazy because Playhouse West was the place where I was able to channel that. So I can turn that switch on now.
Wow.
So when we were doing fantasies. When we were doing fantasies,
it's a level of the
it's
work.
a level of the work. It's a part of the training with Playhouse West Brooklyn, where pretty much for me, how I took it in was tapping into a certain area that you're not necessarily used to going to, going into waters that you're not necessarily familiar with. And that was something that I really wanted to do. Like, a lot of people did like sad things, a lot of people did other kinds of things, but I knew right off the bat, I was like, yo, there's a level of not evil, but there's something in me that is just relentless. Like the book the book Relentless. There was just something in me that's just like a straight killer. I know I have it in me, and I knew I had it in me before, but I never played with it because society it's frowned upon. So I saw that as a place to expose that, and I was able to expose it. Like, you can ask Adam, you can ask Dan, you can ask anybody that was Christian, Manu, anybody that was in that room, they'd be like, yo, what the fuck was that? Like, I didn't see that at all. And ever since since that point, I've been able to easily tap into that. And I'm glad that I am able to, because it's like, it's a good tool. It's a good tool to have at some points, especially specifically with acting. But it's not anything that you want to just show, and like, you don't want to put fear in people's heart. You want to make people feel good. You don't want people to be afraid of you when you walk into a room. It's already bad enough that I'm 6 foot.
You already come with a presence.
6'4", and some people are afraid of black people just off the jump anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I just come in as myself, and like it's, I think everybody has that though. Everybody has that shit in them. I think everybody has all these different kinds of emotions. It's just about us training it like a muscle. And I need to work more on my sensitive. I need to work on more of my emotional, more of my like soft and being empathetic and vulnerability. I need to, it was either I was going to do vulnerability or I was going to do like that killer switch. And I was just like, some inner gut.
Trust it.
My heart was like, yo, do that killer instinct. Don't do don't do vulnerability. Do killer instinct. You'll find out. You'll figure that out later.
I was going through some shit like a couple months ago, and like we were talking about the fantasy stuff, and I was like,
I told Mikey all about it.
Do it,
yo,
and dude, just like therapeutically.
Oh man, I mean, that was the closest to therapy that I would take training all over again if I can just redo that whole section and just work on different parts of myself.
Bro.
I would just take that one section of fantasy and just work on all of my emotions. I think like we just might have invented some new form of fucking
honestly,
therapy.
man, I'm telling you, it helped me more than anything in my life.
Oh my God. Like, it's kind of like, you ever see those videos where like people go places to like break shit?
Oh yes.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I was doing those fantasies.
You ever put like a hole in the wall or like scuff the?
I never did that. Like, I was never that person.
But you let it go.
I let it go like that, and it was just like it's so therapeutic. It's so therapeutic. It was just like, and
it definitely feels like a release.
Yeah. And I try to channel it, and it's about time for me to do something like that now, because I can feel like there's things that are happening in my life, and I can feel like it build up again. There's a build up with it. I feel it coming, but if that's something that is definitely something that should be explored more. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely, they should have things like that for people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of wild shit probably wouldn't happen if society would allow them to have a place to go to let that shit out, because we all have it. We all have it. Some people are just better at burying it and then placing it in other places. And sometimes, kind of like what we was talking about with some of these fucking people on here, they don't lash out and they don't hurt people, but they go and fucking look at little girls that they shouldn't be looking at. They fucking hurt other people in other different, they're channeling it out in a different way. You know what I'm saying? But if we just give people the space to be like, it's cool. It's cool, because I understand too.
Yeah.
But us as a society, we're too fucked up, and we act like shit is too fucking picture perfect. You know what I'm saying?
In America too, it's like
Specifically, America's the worst at it.
Yeah.
And Europe, I think Europe has it better.
Yes, definitely.
Europe has a better understanding of being human beings.
Yeah, more acceptable. Everything's more acceptable.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like, I mean, we don't even have to go down this hole, but it's just so crazy that it's Europe, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because of all the fucked up shit that they've done to the fucking world.
Oh yeah,
Europe as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, not. I don't.
From there.
Yeah, I mean, it started in Europe, but it's just like, but they got it on lock. They got that shit on lock. Like people with heroin addicts, like they give heroin addicts needles.
Dude, I fucking heard about.
They give heroin addicts needles, and that shit is smart because like it's just like, okay, if you're gonna do this, we can't stop you from doing it.
But you're not gonna get sick off of needles.
But you're not gonna get sick off of needles, and on top of that, like we were talking about before, when you give people access to shit, they don't really even fucking do it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at like I mean, drinking isn't really the best thing, but I think drinking alcohol is worse than weed. You know what I'm saying? You know, like everybody goes out and do it, and you can do it responsibly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, people do definitely go overboard, but if you do that across the board in some way, shape, or form, some shit, you shouldn't just have like fentanyl. Fuck fentanyl. Nobody should have any of that shit. Yeah. But like, there are certain
found its way to the city, huh? I heard that.
Yeah, they're putting it in weed.
Really?
They're putting that shit in weed, man.
It kills you. It kills you.
Yeah, if you do too much. Yep, and it's not even a lot.
And you don't even know. It might be laced in, marijuana.
Yeah, it might be laced in anything. But the point is just like we need to be better at just being non-biased, and just coming in with a clean slate and understanding like, yo, I could be in your shoes,
dude.
And we don't do that. We don't fucking do that.
No,
where everybody's on their fucking horse.
Here, it's all just like fucking the perfect image. Just like everyone's like, oh, we're all this.
Yeah,
you know?
I've never made a
on
mistake,
the fucking gram, looking like you got money in your pocket, and you ain't got shit. That's a rental. That's a rental.
Yeah,
what you talking about, bro?
For
like
real.
you're in an Airbnb,
dude. I finally found how to switch the likes off the Instagram posts.
Oh, they do that?
The numbers.
Like your numbers for your likes.
My shit's off.
Really?
They do that?
Yeah, dog.
Oh, I didn't even know they did that.
You can do it now.
they do
apparently, I can show you how. If you
Celebrities do it all the time because they're always. You can delete you can not have comments.
Bro, you want to know one thing that I've always wanted to bring up? Something that I hate about that I've learned from a past relationship. It's like a habit I do now. Is when I go on Instagram and I look at fucking, you go on your Instagram story and you can see who like looks at it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I never used to do this shit before my last relationship. It was super toxic shit.
Yeah.
They would always do it, and I was like, dude, like I hate this thing.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it.
It's a habit.
And then I started doing it, and now I can't look away.
Because then it's like if I have a certain number of people look, or a certain person, or
they're looking for like a certain person. Then I'm in my head. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Why didn't they watch my story?
It's
That's
like
not good,
now
dog.
I care.
Yeah, it's so fucked up.
It's crazy.
And I'll top you on top of that. Like I have that same exact problem, not because of I get it's on some level. It's somewhere in there. It's toxic because I'm looking for people to look at my shit. Right. But like I know the ballpark number of my average views.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you got like a number.
I got a number. Like my number normally, the average amount of people that are consistently watching my stories is like 76.
Yeah, and then one week it's like up a little. You're like, oh, sick.
Yeah. You're like,
it's like
put some fucking,
it's like 10 Russian bots.
Yeah, put your
sexy singles in your area. You're like, oh, sick.
It's so true. But it's so fucked up because that's like we're being programmed, bro. Like we're in this weird algorithm.
It's the worst.
We're getting mixed in it, and we got to be able to turn it off. And I'm getting better at just not using. Like I have this thing on my phone where you could like see the amount of time, how much time you've been on, how much your screen time is, and like,
dude, they don't tell you that. Bad.
How many?
I got like it goes from like 30 minutes to like an hour.
On a week basis,
like daily. That's
really?
My thing. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how.
You're the man.
Because you know what it is. You know what it is. I open it a lot, but I look for like 3 seconds.
You're quick.
I look for 3 seconds.
Nah, like I'm in bed trying to be entertained. Like I'll watch videos
before bed and shit.
Yeah.
Just,
bro, I'm the worst.
On YouTube, I probably have like 1 million hours.
Yeah,
'Cause, dude, I leave that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, like you can do it for the whole thing. Like you can have it
everything
for everything. Like there'll be one for YouTube. There'll be one for Instagram.
Oh yeah,
there'll
okay, I got you.
Yeah. I'm talking about in whole as a general. Because my ass at 3 a.m, I'm watching fucking pimple popping videos or some shit. Like it's some random ass shit. Like
I don't count the YouTube,
bro. But
you don't count. You don't have to look at everything but YouTube.
It's 20 hours a day.
I guess it is. Like,
bro, YouTube. You I'll put on a podcast while I'm driving.
Leave it in the phone.
Making food,
you know
I'll
what
throw
I'm saying?
something on.
Yeah. So it's shit like
But
that.
the comparing thing, dog, like the Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
Like so how did because it doesn't start there. You're not like, dude, I'm making an Instagram profile because I want to compare myself to other people and really fuck myself up.
That's not how it starts.
That's not how you're starting Instagram. That's not how you get
If it is, then you got a problem.
So why are we getting into Instagram? Like what is your like everyone's got their own thing.
I think it grows. I mean, for one, we're in a strange time where it's been introduced. Right.
That's
so
true.
the reason why I feel like we do it is to stay connected. And it was just the thing to do at that time. Like MySpace was popping.
In the beginning, it was, I mean,
Yeah.
we still all have it just from back then, which is when everyone was like, oh, it's like Facebook, let's troll, you know.
Yeah, it's the next
It's the
thing.
same social media thing.
It's the same
but
social
now
media
it's
thing.
kind of just this thing ingrained in our fucking brain or society.
Straight up.
That's like, you just look at it and
It's a
there's
part of your
entertainment,
everyday. Like
they
there's-
added all the shit onto this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's fucked up. Like it started off with like MySpace and you making your own profile.
Yeah, dude. When I had my, what was your song?
Shit,
Oh,
man.
man.
Every week it was something different. Every week I had
Mine was so emo.
Oh, really? Oh, so you was what? Were you
Dude, I
with
think
like
mine
My
was
Chemical Romance?
No, I hated them. I had that red jumpsuit apparatus.
Oh man.
Your guardian angel.
Oh,
shit.
man.
You're one of
I was
those?
about to kill myself, dude.
Oh
It was
my
crazy.
God. Yo, but I mean,
Yes.
yo, like, ew.
And some chick messages like, I love that song. I'm like, yeah.
You fucking someone messages you like, bro, how'd you make your background that color? Like, yo, here goes the code. Remember you had to do codes.
Yeah.
You had to make the codes. We had to code it ourselves, which was dope. That shit was dope because that made you think.
I
But
remember that.
that's wild, right?
Yeah,
To get a certain picture and you wanted your fate, like they had like a movie section and you would put your favorite movies and be like, fuck, I gotta find the code for this movie poster. Man,
That was fun.
it was
man.
fun, but now it's all about, it's not that anymore. Like when you go on somebody's Facebook profile, it's the same formula.
Yeah.
It's just different posts. You're
Yeah.
just the only thing that you have necessarily control of what you actually post. Back then it was more of a creativity type of thing,
Yeah.
but now it's more of just like,
Because it was just you and your friends, right? It wasn't like
it wasn't like you weren't trying to get friends like, oh, okay, I know this person, connect, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, but now it's just like it's a show and you want to show everybody. Like I have family members that just do shit for the fucking gram and it's just like
like an auntie. Like I have an auntie who just like pretends she's doing a thing, but she's not doing it. And then I'll post and like hashtag.
I have
like,
those too. I have those people, those family members that are just constantly posting all the time.
Yeah.
Do it just, you know, and I mean, cool, you know, like if that's what you want to
Yeah.
do, but it's not healthy.
No.
Because there was a time before this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm even bad at it. Like there are times, not every morning, but like
Oh, you hop on?
I this before I fucking brush my fucking teeth, just roll over.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone's here.
Yeah.
Just look at how many likes I got and see how many laughing emojis did I get. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something about like someone noticing you and someone liking you, and that shit is not
Because
good.
we all want to be liked.
We all want to be liked, and I'm growing to a point. Like literally, these past couple of days, I've been writing about this.
I love this.
I'm learning how to be myself unapologetically.
Yeah.
And I'm normally good about that. But the new step for me is with loved ones. That's always been hard for me.
Right.
It's always been hard for me to like, I've always gone above and beyond for the people that I love and I care about. And if you're not like in my immediate circle, so the fuck what? You know what I'm saying? Like to boo-hoo. Fucking that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Woe is me. I don't fucking care at the end of the day. But when it comes to people that I grew up with and I do love and I consider my family, I've learned I would do anything for them, and I have to learn to not do that. You know what I'm saying? I have to learn. I had to retrain myself to not care that they don't like what I just did, or I didn't do something for them, and that's mostly what it is. Because I don't do something for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're so used to it.
Yeah. And so like it's all connected. It's all wanting appreciation and wanting someone to like you and accept you. Acceptance. You know what I'm saying? You want acceptance from your loved ones.
Absolutely.
But I'm getting to a point where like I don't if it's that circle has gone smaller to literally my wife and my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning now to just make it just them because they're the ones that are just most important.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
Yeah, but it's all like I said, it's all connected because that's what we're doing with Instagram and Facebook. We're just all just trying to fucking look like we're happy, and inside, like there's some shit going on, bro. But no one want to fucking talk about it because no one want to be the Debbie Downer. But you know,
no, it's good to talk. I think it's great. We get the chance to talk about it on this show because, like,
y'all definitely do. Y'all definitely go deep. Y'all definitely go deep, and that's what's good about you guys because you guys are really good. You guys aren't afraid to have those types of conversations.
I'm not afraid to be like the one with the pie on his face at the end of the day. I feel like especially with this, though, because like I was when we like I talked about it a couple podcasts ago, but like when we started the pod and a couple months in, I was like, oh man, the analytics, like who's watching? How many countries? How many people?
I mean, as it's you know, you're starting something new. You want it to be good. You care. You care.
Absolutely. But it becomes a comparison game. Same thing with Instagram. I would say, you know, before Playhouse more so, but like, you know, I'd flirt with that. I'd be like, damn, I don't have that many followers.
Yeah.
But like the more I've realized, like as I've grown and like what's important, like what you just said, like who do I need, who do I want to care about me? Yeah, it's like the circle's pretty small now, but it used to be, if I'm not seen by my however many followers I have right now as funny and cool and you know talented and
it's facade,
dude. If I'm not all those things to all those people, then at the end of the day, I'm missing something.
Yeah, and what is it? And you're gonna keep on beating yourself up over it. And the real answer is you're not missing anything.
I'm losing actually by trying to.
You are. You are.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that because that same thought process on how we should think about things is very similar to the right path. Because Lance number 4 with the bong is like, you good, bro. You got everything. There's other things that you want to do. Yeah. There's other things that you that you want to do with this life. Yeah. And it's okay if you put something down and you start do something else. It's okay to not be accepted by everybody.
Dude, I don't want to.
You're doing what you need to. You're doing what you need to do.
Yeah,
you're okay. Yes. It's fine. Don't. Yes. You're hurting yourself for no reason.
Yeah, man.
You're internally, not physically, but like you're putting your mind through these hoops of fire when you don't have to.
Dude, and if we rewind it all the way, it's like Last 4 is saying, like, I think what it comes down to is you got to really know who you are and what you need. Like, and be honest with yourself about it too.
Yes.
Because I think with the acting training specifically, dude, it changed my life.
It did. It changed mine too.
Yeah, because it made me look at. I had to. You cannot go.
You got to look through the mirror and see what's going on.
You need to know who the fuck you are, and otherwise nothing works.
Yeah,
you're flat. You're not honest. You get called out every time. Yeah. You couldn't be false. You couldn't be false for a moment, dog. They would call you out for it. And if you don't know what moves you, like in the fantasy stuff, if you don't know what moves you, then you're just reading words. Yeah. You're just standing. Yeah. You know, whatever you're doing, you're bullshit. You're not full. We're trained differently. But like that's the thing I think I needed to understand, which is like, what do I like? What do I want to what photo I want to show for me?
But that takes time.
It takes a lot of time.
And the thing is that you can't even, like, us having this conversation right now, like, that is a part of everything. Like, you have to go through that in order to see what's important and what's not important. So like even us talking all this shit about Instagram and social media, I do feel like in order to really survive and understand yourself in this era of time, and in a different era in the future or in the past, it'll be another thing. But our thing is social media and getting over the hurdle of social media to find yourself. Because that's what, like, look, there is a screen on right now. You know what I'm saying? Our lives, there's a screen on right in front of you. There's a screen in all of our pockets. That is our hurdle to knowing what our self-worth is. And it's hard. It's hard because you got all these different people that are not trying to do that. They want to keep they want to keep the show going. You know what I'm saying? Because it works for some people. It works, and they don't got to do that. And they might fuck around and die being fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their path and that's their journey, but not for me. Not for me.
Another
you know what I'm saying?
important thing I want to add on to, like, when I watched the film, like, we always want to do everything now, man. And like, I feel like there's just so much fucking time. There's so much time. It's, you know, and like, what if you fucking make some crazy shit later? You know what I mean? What if you make the best thing you ever made? Can you make yourself the best thing you've ever made tomorrow? Shit. If you sit down and actually are like, all right. Because like a lot of time we're stopping ourselves, right?
Not tomorrow. I mean, you know what I mean? It's, I agree with you 100%. It's such a double-edged sword though. Because my thought process is I don't have a lot of time. My thought process is that I can die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I do make my films, I'm working with what I got, because we're not leaving here empty-handed. This could be my last film. Every time I make a film, I'm like, damn, it's so weird, because it's something I look at, specifically film as this thing, as a timestamp. Like, I could be dead 20 years from now, and my kids can still look at my shit.
How cool is that?
That's why I put my kids in my shit, so they can look at it. I can't never say that. There ain't no film, like, I mean, home videos, but they're like, I can't say like, I was in this little short, my dad put me in a short film. That was me, and that was my dad, and this is what he made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do that. So my thought process is the opposite of yours. I feel like at any point in time I can fucking go. And because of that, like, I feel like there are times where I feel like I'm on borrowed time. I do feel like I can go at any time and I can die at any time. So I might as well do the shit that I want to do now, because I'm going. And I don't know about you guys, but as time goes on, this shit is going faster.
I definitely,
you know what I'm saying? I agree with what you're saying, but I don't feel that. I feel like it's just like, that's why the right path. The reason why I feel like I chose the right path is because I wholeheartedly believe that I can be a successful filmmaker, whether that's an actor, writer, director, whatever. There's nobody that can sway me from that. But I don't know if I would have ever been able to find the woman that's in my life right now. I can't say that if I would have put her to the side and did acting, I would have found another her. And that's the whole internal struggle with this particular film, because there was a time when we were just starting off, I'd be like, all right, motherfucker, I can leave. I can leave at any time. You just might not hear from me no more. You know what I'm saying? But I grew to a point with her where it was just like, I really got to give this a shot, because if let's say hypothetically, I do make it as an actor or a filmmaker or a director, the likelihood of me finding somebody as genuine and as caring and as loves me for who I am right now is way slimmer. When you become successful, people want you for the Instagram. They want you for the likes. They want you for the money. They want you for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All the facade. They want you for all the facade. And
it's tough, dude.
And I would have. And there you go. That shit inside of you was just like, you got to give it a shot. You have to try it. You would regret it later on, and I'll probably do some dumb shit later on if I don't really take this serious. And I did, and I'm glad that I made the decision that I made.
Yeah, so so I related the story to my personal, I guess, life. So like, I don't have a lady and stuff, but I don't have like the career and stuff I want.
Right.
Stop it. So
I'm just playing, dude.
So
we are having fun.
there can't be a podcast without mentioning that Mikey's super dry. All right, so just let everyone know this is the moment of the podcast.
Okay, let me hear it.
Everyone knows now.
I'm just playing.
But
Sorry, Mike.
So
I love you, dude. I'm
now
sorry.
you made
It's
me-
okay.
you
No,
made
your
me
paths.
get
You're
out
talking
of
about
it.
your
Dude,
paths.
this is crazy, man.
You were talking about your paths. You're talking about the right path.
Go ahead.
I got it. So the way I related it to myself
Mm-hmm.
is I'm very stuck on the like, am I doing enough to be able to like in a couple of years, am I gonna be able to make a film that I really want, or am I still on the path that I even want to make something
Yeah.
like that, or what do I really want to do?
Yeah.
You know. So and then I also want to do this whole thing like
Mm-hmm.
maybe I got to the conclusion after watching this. I'm like, sometimes you just have to fucking live
Yeah.
to get to the place where you want to fucking go.
There we go.
And I'm
balance.
right now. I'm like, I just gotta live.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah. I agree 100%. And like, I'm talking this whole like, I don't feel like there's time left,
Yeah.
that type of thing. But you're right. Like, it's a balance. It's a thing where you got to figure out like, okay, like this moment, I just need to not worry about any of the shit, and that's hard to do. It's hard to go back and forth. But I'm glad that you were able to see the film. And even though you're not in my shoes, you were still able to find a way to relate to it. And that was the whole point. Like, I had an 40-year-old Asian lady hit me up. She didn't have kids, but she related to it. She told me this whole thing about like her past, and she thought that she made the wrong path. She went the wrong path, but it was actually the right path. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going their own journey.
Yeah.
Everybody's going their own journey.
That's what Rose Garden was, dog.
Yeah.
man.
You know, did I go down the path of the career thing instead of my lady?
I didn't even think about that until you said it right
and
now.
Come back to the door.
Yeah.
And try to see what happened there.
Live in that moment again.
But I mean, we all think it. It comes up. It comes up. I just think it's cool what you're saying now. Like you're saying, my head's like a fire, like a house on fire, and like I get stuck in it, I burn, and then like second I'm out of it, taking in what's around me and just living.
Yeah,
it's peaceful.
Clearer.
It's peaceful.
It's more clear.
Yeah, it's a little bit calmer. Because with the career stuff, I could get stuck.
Yeah,
I could get and I feel this. I can relate to you when you say I'm on borrowed time. I feel like it's got to happen now. I'm never gonna be 31 again, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I've already had so much time to do it. Why don't I have a huge career yet where money is just coming in? People want to work with me constantly, and I already have my next thing booked. I already have a company that's established already.
Yeah, but
It's
we're
easy to
also
get stuck.
we're also hard on ourselves too.
Oh, 100%.
We
We're also
forget
hard.
the positives and we heighten the negatives.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
that'll hurt you even more and prevent you from getting to what you need.
Absolutely.
Like I know that I'm good with talking to people. I know that I'm able to. I know I'm good at communicating with people. I know that I can be funny when I need to be funny.
Yeah.
I also know that I can make films, and I do know some of my flaws, but I focus on those things that are good because those are the things that attract towards me.
Yes, sir.
And good things come from those three things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when I went to shouts out to MOE Motivation
Shout
Over
out,
Everything.
shout
This is my
out.
cousin's clothing line. He had a venue last night right off of Times Square, and it was a room full of people that were trying to sell their clothing, and you don't know anybody, you know, but there were people that were just coming up to me, and I was just doing my thing, talking to people, networking in my own way, you know what I'm saying? But people would come up to me and be like, yo, I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate your vibe. And I caught that all in like multiple times last night.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I didn't have a conversation with them before. None of that. They just saw me and they were just like, yo, I just appreciate
Just
your
happy
presence.
you're here, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I caught that on early. So I've always tried to carry that with me wherever I go.
Oh.
And some people never have that moment to see that and to catch that in themselves. They're too busy trying to nitpick and figure out that shit is wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? And they try to fix it instead of like, no, I got this shit right in my pocket. I got this shit right here. I'm gonna just use this because I know how to use the sword. You know what I'm saying?
Getting stuck on what I'm not good at instead of like embracing the things I am good at.
Yeah, man. It's important. It's important. It's I think it's more, I think that's like, for me, that's like the first square. Okay, what am I good at?
Yeah.
What do I like? What am I a fucking master at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That kind of thing. And then building from there and asking yourself harder and harder questions as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, dog.
How
Episode
about-
129.
These are I like that. I love these
that we're getting
conversations.
into it,
Yeah.
dog. What are we at right now?
We're at 113.
Okay, so we're doing good.
Okay.
I got one more
Is that
question.
two? What's the cap?
We go as long as we want. But
Okay.
usually we
Yeah, man, you
float
got-
around
let's
the
get some
one,
questions, we wrap it
one
up.
and a half, two,
Okay.
whatever.
That was
whatever
nice.
we-
That was
Okay, yeah.
I got one question I definitely wanted to ask you all for this conversation.
Please.
So you did the right path, and now it's it's going to get into some festivals. It's
Mhm.
online. You can go
It's
watch
already
it
on
right
two.
now.
It's
already
got
in two?
accepted to 2 film festivals.
Okay, so where are we going? Where are the festivals?
It's so hard now because of COVID.
Yeah,
Like
some
they're
of them are
not
online, right?
some of them are online. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
I
it.
know.
So the first one was online. It's called the Couch Film Festival.
Okay.
I think they're doing something intertwined because of COVID.
Okay.
It was that just recently passed, and the next one that's coming up. I don't have a date yet, but the Hip Hop Film Festival. It's the number one
Oh, hell yeah.
hip hop,
Hey.
like music, hip hop inspired film festival
Okay.
in the world. Like it's super
Wow.
dope. And
Wow.
you know what's crazy? Every single one of my films has gotten into this.
Wow.
And what's wild, and to even make it even wilder, that's kind of what motivates me to at least make one film a year. This film festival, because if you pay for the first one and you get in the first time, the next year, if you want to put something in, the submission is free.
Wow.
So that's always motivated me. That's always motivated me to be like, yo, I got to make something
That's
for the
good
Hip Hop Film
incentive,
Festival.
dude.
Yeah, that like so every year since Gray Area, the suitcase.
Wow.
Every year I have been going to this film festival. So it's been like this is like my 6th year going to this film festival.
Sheesh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's the next one that's coming up. It should be in August.
Is that in the city?
It's in the city. It's supposed to be in the city, but they sent me an email today. They told me that I got in.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's always like, all right, cool. Boom.
We're in there,
I
baby.
did this.
Yeah.
2021. Check that off.
Yes,
but what's
sir.
next? Also, what's next?
Yes,
But
sir.
I don't know how they're going to do it this year. They said they're going to choose some films to be in person and they're going to choose some films to be online. So
Okay.
I don't know where I'm at with it.
Okay.
Who knows?
You'll post
But-
it. You'll post whatever the
Yeah,
update is.
yeah. After we get done here, when I get a chance to lay down, I'm going to start posting about the.
Okay.
I literally just got the news and I got the Laurels emailed
Yes,
to me
sir.
today.
Yes,
So it's
sir.
just like, yeah.
Awesome, dude.
But what you were saying? What's
So
what's
I wanted to
next?
say, the right path is the
Yeah.
thing that's happening now, and you're in the midst of it. And,
Yeah.
and I'm not, and I don't want you to leave this moment. I want you to enjoy this moment, bro. But I'm also going to ask a question. We're leaving the moment a little bit. We're going ahead.
Yeah.
What is next? Where is your head at with
So-
story? Where's your heart at? Where's the thing next to your heart?
So
telling you to
it's
go?
I'm gonna make another film. But I don't know. So normally, like I have, like I said before, I got shit for days.
Yeah.
And I've narrowed it down to 3 or 4.
Okay.
And I work on them simultaneously. Like there'll be moments where I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm like, oh shit, that goes good with this project. And I'll write with it.
Yes.
Or oh shit, that, you know what I'm saying? So on top of all that, I'm on parental leave right now. So
Okay.
I'm not working. So I'm off for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
This 3 weeks, I'm going to figure out
There we go.
what's the next thing I'm going to do. And I'm either going to probably shoot it either the end of this year or next year, probably next year. I have 3 or 4 solid ones that I want to do, and I think they're going to be really good. But it's just about me sitting down and analyzing them, and then going with this and being like, "That's it.
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the next move."
Okay.
And it's the next ones are going to be really good. It's just, and they go all different directions. One of the ideas is a collage of sketches.
Okay.
Like I want to do 10 solid sketches.
Oh, damn.
Because like I've always been like a Key and Peele,
Yeah,
Chappelle.
dude.
Like I
Yeah.
want to do that. I
Yeah.
have to
That's
do that
right up
before
your
I go.
alley, too.
That's right up, and it goes with like the mixtape. Because remember last time I was here, like I said, I always wanted to make a mixtape.
Yeah.
I have to, even if I had to choose, I want to do
Sketches first.
Sketch first.
Okay.
So that's on there. I might be giving too much fucking away, but
Don't-
I fuck
don't
with
do
y'all.
it. Don't
Nah,
do it.
fuck that, man. Because this is how you speak shit into existence,
Yeah,
and
sure.
at least
Yeah,
I have
man.
a trail. I'd be like,
Okay.
bitch, you took my idea. I had this shit on. I had it
It's
recorded.
time stamped here.
It's time stamped. And some people know about it, but I've been playing with this idea of buying a mystery box off the dark web.
Oh God.
Buying a mystery box
Oh,
off
Lance.
the dark web.
That's dark, homie. I
mean,
don't know.
but you can go anywhere. The thing is, think about it. It doesn't have to go dark. It can be anything in this fucking box. It can be anything you want,
dude.
bro. I saw. Have you ever watched those videos?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god,
Mystery box from the dark web.
Yo, yeah, they do it. People on YouTube do it, but I don't think a lot of those are real though.
Yeah, there's a lot
I think
of
they
fake
be
ones.
bullshitting, but some of them, I think some of them are real. But just, bro, like, just the idea of it is just what makes me want to do it is that the world is my fucking oyster. It can go wherever I want it to fucking go without no type of border.
Yeah,
and I don't really even like this movie like that. It was cool, but it, like, you know how everybody got real hype with that one movie? It was that Asian movie with the gem, that green gem. Parasite. You know how everybody was like, nobody knew how that was gonna go, and you didn't know like what was gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that me making that.
Lance, your whole
saying?
life could change if you open that box.
Bro, that's the whole fucking point. And then you know what's crazy?
It scares the shit out of me.
Bro. And I was going, so I'm one of those people, like, you know, when I said, like, I did one of my films when I was homeless for a little while.
On the street,
I want to buy mystery boxes off the dark web. Fuck. I want to buy mystery boxes off the dark web, see what the fuck is in them, see what it's about. Dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the reason why I might not do that right now is because if I do that, I want to have money behind that shit.
Can you give me an example though before you get into it?
Yeah, of what?
A YouTube video you want? What was? In that
there
box?
A lot of them are like just.
A lot of them are fake. A lot of them are fake.
I'm sure there were like real ones in the beginning, and then like there was a whole trend thing. They were like, "Oh,
it was a trend."
Fake
like people would open up a box, and there would be like teeth in them. There would be like
some of them had like a USB with like it was like some killer. Like recorded or something.
Recording killing people. There's one of like I saw one where a dude opened up a box and it was like kids' clothes that were like dirty and shit like that. I know.
Emotional. That's
I know.
fucked up.
But that's Dave. That's why shit needs to be fucking made, because you feel that shit.
Yeah.
That's why it needs to be made. That's fucking why. And I know like some people will be totally turned off by it. But like I said, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. If that's what I want to make, and if that shit gets me feeling like this and umping me up like this, all the time I've been laid the fuck back. I start talking about this fucking shit. Like I want this. But even so, like I said, the world is my oyster. I can go anywhere with it. And even so, I talked to Danny about this, because you know Danny. Shout out to Danny Blanda.
Love you, Danny.
You know, he's theater all the way. He went to Boston University and got his whatever,
Writing,
the top shit in theater.
He's a writer.
Oh,
he's a great writer. He said, "Yo, this would be great even as a fucking play." And I'm like, "Yo, this could." Like we even bounced ideas on how that can fucking work.
I could see.
Bro, it's like when I think of this concept, and I have a lot other ones that are even actually just not. I'm not going to say better, but just as good as that. That's all I'm gonna give, because yeah.
Damn.
I'll keep it real. I'm your friend. I'm worried, but I'm
yo, people were, but I also had people when I would talk to them about it. I'm like, yo, what if I
me up?
But that's what I want.
Yeah, it makes
that's
me
what
fucking something happens.
It makes you feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
it makes you ain't easy. You ain't easy on that shit.
You know why? Because it's like the world ain't so pretty. It makes me think
it's
that.
not.
Yeah,
that's the whole fucking point, bro. Like, we live in this fucking Instagram. It keeps coming back to social media. We live in this fucking world where shit is hunky dory, and this shit is not hunky dory. It's not. I'm tired of it. It's bullshit. But I also want to do it in a way where I'm true to myself, but also probably funny. You know what I'm saying? But also sending this message. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's about finding all those things and putting it in a pot and playing with it until, oh shit, this tastes good. You know what I'm saying? It can be done, and it can make you feel uneasy, but you'll still think at the end of it that was good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It can be done. Like, I mean, what's a movie that's like that? I mean, do you watch horror?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, you don't. Okay,
not like that, I guess.
No.
Yeah,
like big horror, Texas
Chainsaw Massacre horror.
I don't want to watch this shit.
Like okay. So for instance, believe it or not, like my wife is a horror queen.
She's into it.
All my kids, all she watches while she's pregnant is horror movies.
Oh my god.
So she's like up there. A movie in their world, in like a horror fan's world, that's like that sits very unwell with somebody at that level. They sit unwell with it, but they're like, "Oh, that's good." Human Centipede.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
I
good
know
dog.
that. I know that.
But the thing is, like, look at, you see, uneasy
Sap
shit
out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say I'm not gonna watch it.
But you know the whole concept
Yeah,
of the human
man.
centipede.
Yeah,
That's some
yeah.
uneasy shit.
It's definitely
But people that love horror, it's uneasy for them too.
Yeah.
But at the end of that shit, they're like, damn, I love it. Funny fact, that was me and my wife's first date. She wanted to watch the
Bro,
Human
I was
Centipede.
just about to say, I was going to ask, where did you watch this first?
She was like, hey, you want to come over and watch a movie? And I was like, yeah, I'm an actor. I'll watch fucking anything. He's like, you sure?
51st
Just
dates.
put on fucking Human Centipede. Like, what the fuck is
Dude,
this?
first time I went
What
to
the
my
fuck is
first
this?
girlfriend's house
Yeah.
alone, dude.
Oh,
Parents
boy.
are out.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's like,
boy.
let's watch this. I'm like,
Well, the scary movie's a good
what
movie.
the fuck?
The scary movie's
I'm
the
not
like,
watching
The
this.
Human Centipede, though, bro. It's fucking
not
ass to
watching this
mouth.
shit.
It's ass
I
to
was like, we gotta
mouth,
watch something
bro.
else.
It's ass.
I can't do this.
It's ass to mouth. But that's but there's a world for it, and it can be done. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
a Human Centipede isn't for
How do
everybody.
you go about getting a fucking a dark web mystery?
How do you
box?
shoot? Hey, how do you shoot that stuff?
I mean, I would
want to be in the room, dude.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know. Like, if I decide when I decide, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I just don't know. I just don't know when.
debating it.
I just don't know when.
Yeah,
I just don't know when it'll be. That's my problem. But
Yeah.
like, it would. I've thought about how I would get the boxes. Like, you go on the dark web.
I don't even know how to.
So
do that.
when you use the dark, there's certain parts of the internet
Gotta use the
that
browser, bro.
should we do that on
the
the pod?
browser.
Should we do it on the pod one time?
You wanna?
No.
I've done it before.
No. Have you done it?
Yeah.
What, gone on the dark web
Is that
or
illegal
got
to
a
say?
mystery box?
Oh, just on
Is
the
it
dark
illegal?
web.
Oh no, everybody goes on the dark web.
Is
But
it
I mean, the thing is with the dark web is that there's certain browsers that they can't trace you. Like, their shit is always bouncing off, so you cannot be traced. Like, no one can find your shit. So that's why a lot of people go on there to find illegal things. Like, people go on there for drugs. People go on there for sex. People go on there for shit that is frowned upon and
We'll
not
look at
good.
it next podcast.
That's terrifying, dude. That's terrifying.
Yo, but listen, it's funny because I'll pitch it to people and I'll talk to people about it, and they're either like how you
I'm fucking-
or they're like, yo,
I want to see it though. Like,
bro.
I'm like, but
man, I got.
all I'm gonna say is don't open that box at home. Open it. somewhere
no.
else.
So what
There's
this
a
is
lot
how-
of
this
lights
is how-
on in the
this-
room,
This
dude.
is how I was gonna do it. I was gonna get a PO box. I was gonna have them
okay.
send it to a PO box,
There you
and then
go.
I was thinking at first I was like, all right, I would rent out a hotel, but I was like, I don't even want to do it in a hotel, so I would like do it outside and
Dude,
like
in a
the woods.
hotel, it'd be so scary.
I know, yeah. I was like, I don't know, you don't know, but I would definitely wouldn't get it sent to my crib. I would
yeah.
PO box it, and you know what I'm saying, just go from there and just do it in a place where no one's really around. But like, if fucking something comes out of it, that's like, I can just be like, I don't know,
Lance,
like it. Yeah, I don't know.
Lance,
That's as far as it's gone as me actually ordering it. But if I do it, I'm getting some fucking boxes. I'm at least getting 3.
Yeah.
I'm at least getting 3 boxes.
You're doing more than one.
I'm doing
3?
more than- I'm doing 3 boxes.
God.
I'm doing fucking 3 boxes.
How much is it? What are the costs like for mystery boxes on?
You
Dark web.
name your price. You can either it's like Facebook Market. It's like Facebook Market. You could put a post out. I'm looking for a mystery box. I'm willing to pay $100.
Fucking terrifying.
Or someone could post it and say, "Hey, I got a mystery box. It's $125."
Dude, I want to know what I'm getting.
I want to like record everything that
But that's
happens.
and it's like
I'm
it's
so
I have some. This is funny. I'm just gonna say it. It's the white in me. I have some white in me. So there's a part of me that's just like. There's a part of me that's just like.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
I know, but like, but it's like an adrenaline thing that's just like, yo, the unknown for me.
Yeah.
And normally, like when I tell black people about it, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing,
Yeah, I
bro?
wanna-
You're tripping,
Dude,
But-
sometimes you just want to open some weird shit alone.
Yo,
Like
I'd
the
like.
corner
It's
of the
just
room.
like
Nah, you're tripping.
No, yeah,
No.
but it's so crazy because there's a part of me that's just like there's an adrenaline of the unknown. There's adrenaline of the unknown. What's in this box? It could be nothing. It could be a fucking box of goldfish.
I just want to watch. Honestly, I just want to put a camera on and watch Dave open one.
That's what I would do, though. I would
No way.
But I would record it, though. I would record my process of
unearthing
unearthing it, and then I would use that to create the film. That would be a part of my research process.
Wow.
That's the only way that I feel comfortable
it's
actually
not a bad
doing it.
idea, bro.
No, I like it.
I see
It's
it.
a good idea. It's just it's scary, and
It's scary as fuck.
and that's the shit I lean more towards. All this shit is scary, bro.
What if you found like photos of like
The
people
videos that I watched, there was baby teeth. There was like,
God.
you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing though. Like you got to like what Mike was saying, like the shit that the person that made that YouTube video could have had a kid and put his baby's teeth
that's true.
that naturally fell out of itself and just put it in a box, and now he has millions of fucking views.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, you don't know. I saw a cool one where a dude made a request for not a specific mystery box, but he said he wanted something of aquatic life, and homie got a piranha.
A live piranha?
He got a live piranha.
What the fuck?
He got a live piranha.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you don't, like, we think of it so negatively.
Yeah, maybe you get something cool.
You might get something cool. I saw somewhere somebody got a Bitcoin. Not a Bitcoin. Was it a Bitcoin? Yeah, he got a Bitcoin. Like, it was a box, and there was a USB on it,
Yeah,
there was one Bitcoin on there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we automatically think that it's
a
gonna
bad
be
thing.
negative.
Yeah, bad.
We automatically, because we fear the unknown.
Who's making these boxes? Who's putting together the dark web mystery?
Whoever accepts
That's another cool idea. You figure out who made it.
Bro, I have a notebook of this shit.
Yeah.
Everything y'all talking about, I've covered. I fucking covered it already.
Too much about it. You gotta keep it.
Oh
all
yeah, I'll tell you off there.
Let's
I'll tell you
let's
off
pump
there.
the brakes.
Okay,
Let's pump the
okay.
brakes. Give motherfuckers ideas.
Damn, I got ideas now.
People watch y'all shit. You know, motherfuckers watch y'all shit.
Bro, I make a movie next year.
You're like, I found this mystery box.
You find a
this is
fucking
weird,
lawyer.
man.
You don't fucking hurt my feelings, Dave. I'd never talk to you again.
I would never, bro.
Yo, that's some shit.
That's
that would
how
be
you know. Yeah.
that make me want to fucking punch you.
I'll gladly take one.
You know
for
what I'm
that,
saying?
dude.
But like, nah, yeah, like, but I got shit, man. I got shit locked and loaded. It's just about what and when. It's just about what and when. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, everything will happen when it wins. But specifically with that particular one, I want money behind it.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm doing now is coming out of my pocket, just me. Everything that I've literally have made. So I can't do that with that.
Yeah.
It would end up being a feature, and it would be something. It would have to have some real money behind it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the
Time,
only thing I'm
yeah,
missing. If someone hit me up tomorrow and was like, "Yo, Lance, I'm gonna give you this much to make that," I'm like, "All right, that's what we doing."
Bro, it's doable though, man.
It is doable.
I'm telling you, like,
it's doable. It's definitely
you
doable.
can find fucking people.
You can find people. It's just about once again, it's about finding the team, and I'm good at finding teams.
Yeah.
I would have somebody that's as gnarly as I am about it, and we would go and figure this shit out and cover our tracks. It's not even a filmmaker, just somebody that just wants to do some shit like that, and we would just build off of it. That's how I would do my research. If I had the money, I would pay a motherfucker to go down that road with me. I would just the research aspect, and then once I have the research done, start writing. Give me a couple months, start writing, keep writing. Be good. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat if someone gave me the money, but that's gonna be later. That's gonna be later.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I got so not that now. So sketch, and then I have 2 other projects that are definitely in reach that I can do that are really fucking funny. They're really funny.
Okay. All
But
right.
we're not gonna talk about those.
Okay. We'll keep those under wraps.
Keep those
Okay.
under wraps.
I got a last question. Or do you have something?
I had one more.
All right.
Bus. I heard there was a bus.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with the school bus,
man.
bro?
School bus.
Yeah. So
A lot of people want to know this, Lance.
Yeah,
a lot of people want to know this.
So I got a school bus, and it was originally my wife's idea.
During quarantine.
During quarantine, converting it into an RV.
Ooh, let's go.
Converting it into an RV.
Let's go.
How's that process been?
Oh man. It's bittersweet. You want to know why?
What's going on?
Because my wife wanted to do it, and she's not doing it. It's me doing everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're having another baby.
Yeah.
We're having
Congratulations.
we're having another baby.
What?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Congrats,
And
man.
yeah, we
Dude, exclusive.
Wow.
yeah,
Podcast
exclusive.
exclusive.
Dropping bombs on y'all motherfuckers out here.
Dude, congratulations.
Congrats,
you know,
bro.
but even before she was pregnant, like she works on her own time. So we just
Yeah.
got the school bus. So it's me taking the seats out. It's me taking the floors out. But we ran into a hump right now.
Okay.
So in the back of the bus, that's for our layout. We wanted to put the beds.
Okay.
There's a handicap lift back there. And I don't know how to get the handicap lift without messing up with all the electrical stuff. Like, I don't know that. So I have to put in the time to figure out how to get it
Remove a
out
handicap.
without fucking everything else
Yeah,
up, because I'm not no mechanic. I don't do none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where it's at. So it was literally sitting in front of my yard while I was doing it. And then like 2 weeks ago, someone called the cops, said they don't like it in front of which they really can't fucking do. But we moved
They don't
in.
like the way it looks.
They think it fucks up the neighborhood because you have a school bus that's just sitting there. Like it's just they see it as a sore thumb, but everybody
Cool.
else is cool with it. But
Yeah,
but we're like, all right, whatever. We
There's
wanted
always
to put
one
it.
neighbor.
All right.
Yeah, it's always one neighbor, but we put it in our backyard now,
Yeah.
so it's in our backyard. But yeah, like it's still in phase one, but it's going to be done. It's gonna happen.
Dang.
Like I'm not even
That's
sweating
so
it.
cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm
once
excited about
once it's
that.
done, throw the family in there, and we just ride around. You know what I'm saying?
I
Go
look
do
at
what we gotta
like van conversions.
Conversions, yeah.
Van conversions all the time.
Didn't homie did it? He's from Texas too.
Holdforth.
Yes,
Jonathan
he did a
Holdforth.
van.
Shout
He did a
out.
van.
He did a van.
He did a
Converted.
van. Yeah, he did it from scratch.
It looks great.
He was committed. And
Yeah.
I'm half committed because it wasn't my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was me, because I'm like, yo, like I don't want to take seats out. I'm trying to make this movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make this film. But it's going to get done because I am determined for it to get done. It's something cool for my kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's just nobody ain't got that shit. That shit is dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
school
saying?
bus conversion.
Is it like
Yeah.
a full or
Full.
like
It's a mid. It's a mid.
Oh, is it a
It's a
mid?
mid. Yeah. So like
mid would be cool, dude.
yeah, mid is
it's
dope.
perfect size.
Mid is good. Like we
Full,
have.
I'm like, that's a lot.
That's
of
a big space.
Nah. I told we're not doing it because we don't want to use it to like live in it. We
Yeah.
want to use it
Travel
to
with it?
travel and be comfortable traveling and just do our own
That's
thing.
so
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's going on with it. Not too much, but it's definitely gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Got you. Hell yeah.
One the last thing before your question, because you had
Yeah,
a question, right? Tori wanted to quickly. We'll talk
Oh,
about this quickly.
Hold up.
Tori wanted to talk about with my daughter that I had a home birth.
Oh, what?
I had a home birth
Are you
at my crib.
kidding?
I
That's
had
true
my
in the-
daughter
in the
in my
film.
living
Wait
room.
a
That's true.
Yeah,
second,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
How
did
was
that
that?
happen?
Oh shit, yeah. So, man, I tried to fight my wife on that shit to the bitter end.
Dude.
I was like, yo, no, let's just go to the hospital. Let's go to the hospital. But I understood where she was coming from. Black women are more likely to die giving birth at a hospital than anybody else. You can look it up. You can
Really?
Google that shit. It is there. It is
I heard
a
about this.
known fact. Black
Why?
people
Why?
in general, because believe it or not, a lot of the times when women or black people go into the hospital, they're like, no, you're fine. But like, no, I'm telling you something is wrong, and it's mostly like it's this. Don't worry about it. So real quick, anybody, if anybody, whether you're black, white, whatever, the loop around that shit is if you ever go to the hospital and you feel like they're not taking you seriously, ask for it in writing. Ask for that shit in writing because if something does end up happening, it's their fault because you tried to tell them about it.
Exactly.
But black women are more likely to die
I heard
giving
about
birth
that.
to
Whoa.
children than anybody else. And it like we don't have to go deep into this because I know we trying to wrap up and shit. But like there's a history of slaves being like not tested, but like our bodies have been like in order to figure out the human anatomy, it's been used through mostly black people. You know what I'm saying? So there's this like thing where like back in the day when people had slaves and doctors would test, like cut them open and see what's going on inside of them, they would say that black people had a more high tolerance of pain. That's like something in like textbooks back in those days that they would say. So like when you're dealing with some of these doctors, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some real shit. So anyway, my wife was completely against it. And
Dude, can I say something real quick before I forget?
Yeah.
Off of that?
Yeah.
Since Lena goes to med school, and it was all like online. I was around her a lot while she was, studying and everything.
Yeah.
There's such a weird thing about med school books because the material is all
outdated. Probably
it's outdated, and it's like, oh, you have gross gonorrhea. It's white. Example: white skinned person.
Yeah.
No people of color like are in those photos because they're instructional photos,
Right.
and it's cool because she's in a progressive school, so they call it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a second, I have a question. What would this look like
on a black person? Right. Yeah. Like I see what it looks like on a white person, but what about a skin tone
so
purple?
the instructional material was actually, and I was like, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck?
But that's the shit.
But
like
that is true.
That's the shit. Like it's there's a lot. There's like being a black man. Like I'm aware to all of that kind of shit. Like I see it all the time. I'm on point with it. But for my first son, she wanted to home birth my son, and I put my foot down on that. I was like, no, it's not happening. This is my first time.
It's a scary thing. Man.
It's scary. So, but she had such a bad experience with my son.
Really,
the lady was just like it like without going into detail, she did not feel comfortable, and it was bad for her. So she put her foot down with my daughter, and she was like, no, we are doing this. And I tried to talk her out to the end, but you know what though? I'm glad she put her foot down because I delivered my daughter.
Whoa!
We didn't even have a doula. We couldn't. I didn't have nothing. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it.
That's crazy.
It was just me and her in a pool in my living room, a pool in my fucking living room, and I'm right there with her. What the?
Did you have to? You just learned about how to deliver?
I watched so many birthing videos, bro. I watched so many. I was so panicking? Scared. Oh my god! I don't think I've ever been that scared before.
Oh my god!
That scares me.
You could do anything now. You delivered a baby.
Yeah, I don't fucking care about opening up a mystery box from the dark web.
You can do anything. Yeah,
you know
that's
what
I'm scared. I'm worried about mystery box. He's delivering babies in his living room.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I learned a lot, and you know what? I'm so glad that my wife put her foot down because I was really trying to like not get her. I was working every angle.
Yeah,
I worked every angle, and she stayed 10 toes down with it, and she was like, "No, this is what I want to do." Wow. And I'm glad that I did it because everything was fine. Everything was good, and it was completely different for my son. And I got a stripe that a lot of men do not have.
No, dude,
a lot of dudes don't have.
A lot of dudes will never have that.
Yeah,
most dudes will never.
Yeah, most dudes will never have that stripe, and it was so crazy because like when babies are born, like they're crying.
I don't even know what to do.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's to keep it a buck. Knock on wood, because I'm about to have another one. It wasn't like she's doing the work.
Yeah.
So we're in a pool, right? So we're in this pool, and
she's got no pain relief,
nope,
nothing.
Nope, nothing. You know what's funny? All this shit all comes full circle. We're in our living room. You know what we're watching?
What?
Jeepers Creepers.
Are you kidding?
Watching fucking Jeepers Creepers, Mike. This is who the fuck I married.
She's watching horror films and delivering.
She was like, her water broke. I was like, baby, what do you want to watch? Jeepers Creepers. Before the credits even started, the baby came out.
Oh my.
So she wasn't even in labor for long. She was in labor for like maybe an hour and a half. But what was so good about it is that normally when you're at the fucking hospital, you're just pushing and they have the epidural. They can't really feel shit.
Yeah.
When you're in water, it's so much easier.
Is that right?
There's not pressure. The pressure isn't as crazy. It's easier for the baby to come out
into the water.
The baby's born in the water. If you wanted to, you can even leave the baby floating without even breathing air yet. Because when a baby's in the stomach, their oxygen, they're getting it through the umbilical cord.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no air in her
as
stomach.
long as they have the umbilical cord.
I was about to ask,
yeah.
but I didn't know if I wanted to ask that.
No, it's fine, motherfucker. We here, bro. We here. Like, yeah, like, so, like, I did, and I grabbed her to make sure everything was good. But if I wanted to just leave her floating,
just let her chill. Well, let's watch the movie.
Yeah, let's finish it. I want to see him die real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can leave a baby like underwater for like the first number is 30 minutes, but I feel like that's too long. There's oxygen in this tube, bro. They haven't breathed yet. They've never taken their first breath of lungs. Air has not entered their body yet. Air has through the umbilical cord, but
she's just chilling. She's not crying. She's in the water.
I got her out. She didn't cry. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, so you're used to like babies crying and screaming and shit, but nah, there's something wrong in the hospital field, bro. Because she looked at me and she just looked at me. She just looked at me. She knew my voice. She was, because when babies are in the hospital, like the woman is getting the epidural, the woman is getting the drugs. That baby is getting those same drugs. You're bringing your baby into this world high. Your baby is high. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm not. I would probably want to be high coming into the world, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not right.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it was such a great experience that I'm still scared even this time around.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not as scared because it's just I know kind of what to expect, but anything can happen. Like there's some signs that you can tell, like you need to react on, like if the head is a certain way, like like for instance, like if her ass was coming out first, we're calling the ambulance.
Dude, that was me.
Oh, really?
I was going butt first, and then they had to flip me inside.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the problem with that?
You can't.
You can't. Like,
the baby could die, right?
The baby can die coming out. Yeah. The baby can die. Umbilical cord.
Get choked.
Being around the neck. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make sure the neck is
there's a reason why they want the head to come out first. They want the actual head to, I think, come out.
Is it face down? Does that matter?
It does matter. I don't know if it's face down or face up.
Okay.
But they want it to be
it's a certain
either or.
way.
It's either one of the two.
Crazy.
I think it's face. If she's laying like this way, I think the head is supposed to be facing up. I think. I don't know. It's I gotta brush up on this shit. But I'm starting, as we get closer to when she starts showing more, I'm starting to get more stressed.
Yep.
Watch more videos and just do it. I got the pool.
Yeah.
We bought the pool.
Yeah.
It's like a kiddie pool. I was like, why the fuck we buy this pool? We could have went to Walmart. Same shit. It's the same fucking shit. What are we doing? Paid all this extra money. Paid all this extra money for fucking handles. But I mean, those handles were good.
They help.
They have handles and there's a cup holder.
Oh, there you go. For her. She's chilling.
You know what I'm saying? So
Jeepers
so
creepers.
yeah. Okay, so I had to throw that in there because Tori was like, Lance, you gotta go in there and talk about that.
So glad.
I'm glad that came
there was
up.
some other shit, but I was like, I know that's the number one thing that she wanted me to bring up.
Would she have sticky notes and shit? Shit she wanted you to hit? She has
No, remember the anniversary?
Yes.
She was like, you gotta have
brought it
Lance,
up.
and then I was talking.
She said for the bus too. That's what I
for
remember.
the bus. Yep, for the bus. She talked
didn't know
about
the
the birthing,
birth.
and then she named she said like one or two other things. I don't remember, but I remembered the birthing, and I was like, yeah, like that's a good shit. That's some good shit to talk about.
That was sick.
But
I can't.
Dude.
Yeah, I can't.
You're
I
a
know,
different dude, man.
bro.
You are.
Listen,
I mean,
man.
that opens my eyes, kind of.
It's
Honestly,
huge.
to
Hey, bro,
think about.
listen, man. Like, do your research before you do shit, man.
Dave.
Like a lot, like we're like it all goes
Come on.
What
society.
do you mean, come on?
Dr. Dave. Come on.
No.
Listen,
I
man.
don't
I mean,
know,
do you think that your girl would? Do you think she would want to go to a hospital? Or
She was doing a lot of research in college
Yeah.
about home births, and she was like,
Yeah.
at first she was like, no, we're this is what I want to do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there is no fucking
Bro, I'm gonna tell you now. It is the scariest thing you will ever do. It is the scariest thing you ever do. It is.
Lance, I'm not built like that, dude.
Bro, I mean,
I
when you
panic over silly shit.
bro,
man.
listen.
How did you not panic? How'd you keep it together? You just had to do it.
I don't think I could do it.
Whenever I just tell myself, this is what we're doing. Shit. I'm just like, this is what we're doing. There's no way of going around it. You're on a roller coaster. The shit's gonna drop. You
What
can't
is
fucking
the feeling before? Like, I want to know.
the feeling before.
Like,
What?
once it happens, you're like,
Because you don't know she's going into labor. You don't know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
You have an idea.
You know, like,
Like that
you're
time
like,
when you kind of know, like, what are you
t-
thinking? You're like, oh boy, it could be
All
any
right,
minute.
let's go.
How can you sleep?
Let's go. Let's go. That's always been my thing. That's why I'm always
let's
down to
do
do
it.
some shit. That's why I've always done weird shit. That's why I'm down to do
You
the
live
mystery
life,
box.
dude.
Yeah, I'm the person that like, yo, if this is what you want to do, this is what we're gonna do. All right, let's go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
like,
experience it.
yeah. So like with her in that particular situation, like, you know, tractions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it's coming.
You know it's coming.
You feel attractions. All right. Giveaway. You can tell by her, like, go fill up that water. Go fill up the pool. All right, cool. As soon as I put her in the pool, water broke.
Oh, man.
As soon as she sat in the pool, the water fucking broke. I was like, oh shit. All right.
Do you think we
all right, let me get in the pool. I got in the pool with her.
God.
Got in the pool with her. And you
Is
know,
his clothes on?
at first,
Stupid, Mike.
were your nipples showing?
Hey, why are you asking him that, bro?
That's a good. I mean,
Why are you asking him that, dude?
at first, no. At first, no. But check it, Mike. No, that's actually a great question. You want to know why?
I don't know, man.
No. Listen. Listen. From where it came from, it wasn't a good question, but it is a good question. The reason why it's a good question is because once the baby's born, skin to skin contact.
Yes.
Right.
See, Dave, come on.
Yeah, see, that's where he was coming from.
That I knew.
I don't want him to brush up against my Nike logo. Come on. I don't want him to taste capitalism when he comes out the womb.
Mike.
I don't want that.
At first, I had my shirt on when I got in the pool, and then like right around when she started crowning, I was like, "Oh, we here, we here. Let's go." I'm like, it's like, yeah, we here. Let's go.
A miracle, dude. That's
bro,
beautiful.
it's wild, bro. It was wild. Like, yeah, because of that, I'm even more willing to do. I'm just more like whatever,
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I was like that before. But that shit just like you can't. This is what we doing. We going to the 7 circles of hell. I bet because that was the closest. That's the closest thing that I can compare. That whole time of her being pregnant and thinking of like,
dude,
the worst.
That's what I would.
But that's the whole thing. This goes back to the film that I want to make. This goes back to society.
See how we're different?
Yeah, like
see how we're different.
Thinking of the like, we automatically think the worst, but everything was fine. And then on top of that,
that's the fault.
On top of that, what the fuck were people doing before hospitals?
That's what I wanted to say. Do you think women were birthing in bodies of water?
Yeah.
Like back in the day?
Yes.
Like that's how it went?
Yes.
That's why when the water broke, it broke like that as soon as she touched the water.
I mean, I don't know about that specifically, but water birthing was like they would go into rivers. They would go into oceans. People now go to like the beaches to have their children.
Being
Like,
birthed in the river's got to do something, dude.
hey, I mean, maybe back then.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like being one with nature like that. I mean, I don't know about now with all the fucking pollution and shit, but like a fucking water bottle just hits you right in the head. A water bottle just hits you right in the head. I apologize. Right when right when you come out pulling spring bottle.
Dirty diapers.
You know, some shit. You know, but yeah, like they do it and it's a real thing and they've been doing it forever. Like we're not supposed to be having babies really this way. When you think about it, you're supposed to have a baby standing up. You're not supposed to be like this. You're working standing. You're working against gravity. Yeah. You're working against gravity. So you're making it harder on yourself.
Why don't they do that in a hospital? Why don't they put a table where you tilt up?
I mean, I think I don't know. It just maybe complications
from like a bar or something.
Sometimes they have those. I mean, sometimes they have those. I think they just do it just because of comfortability.
Oh man!
And also there could be complications.
Okay. To
keep somebody like where they need to be in order to take care of the things that they need to take care of, just in case.
Dude, do you think I would have died if I was home birth?
I mean, you don't know, and that's the scary thing.
I got you.
It's scary. Like
reached in.
You have to think of doing that if you need to do that. And it's so scary because it becomes a time bomb. It becomes a ticking time bomb. Like you have this much time to get to the hospital. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you could lose your child. You know what I'm saying? But thank God it didn't. Everything was smooth. It was very, very smooth. It was so smooth and it was so weird. People don't do it like in the town that we were from. So you have to take the child to the hospital after the baby's born. Yeah. Literally everybody on the birthing floor frowned upon us for having it. So we pretty much literally had to lie and say it was an accident. Like we caught on early that like we've said something like we didn't say it because we had a feeling that they weren't going to be really about it. So we just pretty much made up an excuse like, yeah, we had kids at home and we had nobody to watch them. So we were waiting for somebody to come and watch the kids and so we can go to the hospital. Like that was our story.
They were frowning upon.
They were frowning upon the fact that the child was at home at birth. And then like somebody smart came in and was like, hey, like, you said that this was an accident. It's like, yeah. It's like, so why do you have that clip after? Because you cut the umbilical cord, it has like the thing on there. We had one of those.
Oh,
we bought one because we knew we were having a home birth. He's like, why is that on the baby? Like, why did you use that to tie it? And I was like, oh, well, a friend got us something at a baby shower and it was in there, and and it worked. They just like, huh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But like, they really frowned upon it. They really did. They made us stay longer in the hospital than when we were legally supposed to. You're supposed to in New Jersey, the baby has to stay in the hospital for a certain amount of time to do the blood work to make sure that it's okay and all that other kind of shit. I know I got you. But they made us stay longer because of that. And then Child Protective Services had to be notified, all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's hoops. Yeah, for no fucking reason. Baby, for no fucking reason. And with shit like that, like I don't want my child to leave my side. Like, when they have like all the babies all together. Like, nah. That weirds me everything out. Happens in this room. Yeah. Everything happens in the room.
Were you able to do that? Did they follow that or no?
They followed it. But one real quick thing about it, and then we can wrap it up. They ended up keeping us there longer than when we were supposed to, and they were bullshitting with like the paperwork and everything. And I literally had to come out of the room that the baby, where my daughter and my wife were, and I had to tell her, I was like, listen, we have been here 4 hours longer than what we're supposed to. We need to get checked out. He's like, yeah, but we're waiting on the process of the paperwork. And I was like, I understand that, but I'm also telling you that I've been waiting 5 hours for this paperwork that you're speaking of. So within 30 minutes, I'm going to need that paperwork, or I'm walking out of here with my daughter in my hands. Yeah. And then they were like, you can't do that. I was like, I understand that, but I'm telling you what I'm doing, and you can do whatever you need to do. But I'm walking out of here with my daughter in 30 minutes. Shit. They went and got that paperwork. We were out of there like that. When in hospitals, they have like this. They put an ankle bracelet on the baby to make sure nobody's stealing a newborn.
Right.
So I went to tell them. I was like, listen, like y'all whatever happens. But my wife don't want to be here. She's over here crying. I want my child to be home. We're going home. So go get that paperwork, but I'm letting you know whether I sign some paperwork or not. I'm getting that. We leaving in 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. Shit, less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5.
Less than 5. Yeah. They were bullshitting. They were fucking bullshitting. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Dang, no, that's insightful, dude. Yeah. It's good to know.
I have no clue, man.
Sheesh.
You don't know until you say, all right, fuck it, this is what we doing. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
dude.
congrats.
Congratulations.
Did you want to ask your question?
My question is not even good enough.
No, bro, it is, no, Mike. It is. Are you sure? Is it a time thing?
Trust me, don't even worry about it.
No, man, I want to hear, Mike. I want to hear your question.
Not even gonna be good,
Mike. I want to hear, dude. Mike. Come on, man. We can make it good,
dude. I was literally gonna ask you. Do you have any ghost stories?
Do I have any ghost stories?
It's not good enough.
Shit.
It's not good enough.
No, I don't. But I believe in ghosts, and I do believe that there's some shit living in my house. I think there's a dude before that lived in my house,
and you'll catch that on the next episode. No.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
The dude that lived in the house before me, I think, died. But also, my wife, she's had encounters. She's had like hard body encounters, like where there was like one time when she was saying when she was a little girl, like her curtain got caught on fire. Dang. Like she would tell her mom like there's something going on.
Just by itself.
I'm gonna fuck up the story.
Just burst into flames.
Something happened. There was a candle, but it wasn't like it was like right there. It was like it had to be like it was. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck up the story, but what makes me believe her is that there was one time where her mom slept in the bed with her one night, and I think they had something like at the foot of the bed, and it moved on its own.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, like she went and got a priest for her and everything. Like she got the house baptized and all that shit. Yeah, that's it. Not a bad question.
No.
Hard hitting questions we hit Lance with today, dude. Were you naked in the tub? Were you doing it, baby?
No, I had my underwear on.
Come on, man.
I had my underwear on.
No, I didn't say naked.
I mean, you asked him.
That was a great question. That was a great question. Skin to skin contact important.
I imagine me there and it's happening. I'm like,
Yeah,
Like, I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah. You
Do I jump in the pool?
Yo,
I'd be
you
lost.
just got to stay calm because it's about her.
Yeah.
It's all about her
Yeah.
and making her as comfortable as possible. That was my job. My job was to be
Yeah.
like, are you okay? Do you need something? How's the water? What's the temperature? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was my job, to make her as comfortable as possible and see the signs of like, yo, this doesn't look right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I had the ambulance on speed dial just in case,
Yeah.
but I'm glad I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're going to do it at a birthing center.
There you go.
Like a
Okay.
home birthing
Okay.
center. We're not going to
Oh,
do it at the
nice.
house. If we have to, it is what it is. But I'm going to try to push for a birthing center this time around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
There we go.
That's a full podcast right there.
Dude, come on now.
That's
Man,
a
I came.
lot.
Man, I was ready.
love that.
I love coming up here talking to y'all, man. Whenever
Yeah,
y'all
love
want to talk.
having you, bro. Like, love
Listen,
having
man,
you.
whatever.
Welcome back anytime, dude.
Yes.
you.
Hey, man, Lance Barrett. There we go. Round 2.
The Right Path. Go check it out.
The Right Path. Yeah, dude. On YouTube, Lance Barrett. Search it up. It'll be in the description below.
IG, what's the IG? name?
IG is
Lambo
Lambo
Lance.
Lance. Very
Lambo
simple.
Lance.
I'm a humble guy. Hit me up. I'll talk to you.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, episode 129, You Are Here podcast. You know where to find the podcast. Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube the video, Anchor.fm, www.youarepodcast.co. We can have for and
The M.
shout out Mo Fit. I love that.
MOE.
Motivation
Motivation over everything.
Boom.
Go and grab it.
My name is Mike. I'm signing out.
My name is Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to one another.
Please do.
Dang. There we go.
Yeah.